What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Sorry for the short introduction here or setup tonight because it is hotter than fucking hell here in BC, and I'm actually doing this from the basement. So if you hear a bit of an echo, that's all I can do, man. It's really not that much cooler downstairs, and I'm like 6 feet underground, so you gotta bear with me tonight. What's up, brother JR? Hope you're doing okay, buddy. It's been a while, so I'm trying to figure out my setup here. I wanted to kind of pull up some things that were on Twitter over the last couple days here, but I can't remember my login, so I had to start all over. And of course, I did that like 4 minutes before we went live. It is, it's not a great setup for tonight, but hey, what the hell? I'll get the link down here for everyone in a second. And if you all want to pop in and say hello, you're more than welcome to tonight. I didn't really. I was going to cover the Destiny thing for tonight, but I think Outlaw did a good job while I was up at the river, trying to cool off tonight with the little guy and a buddy of ours. Because, like I said, man, it has been ungodly hot this week. We are losing crops. We're fighting to keep up with water and everything, and it has just been fucking hectic. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of our initial plants this year, so we've had to replant 3 times now on most things, and some of them are doing okay. Some are still a bit slow because unfortunately I kind of did the bad thing and added some what they call hot fertilizer, or sorry, compost. And it ended up cooking a bunch of my starter plants that I did in the, downstairs here before planting season was here. So it kind of sucks. What's up, brother Michelle? Hope you're doing well. Jay, good to see you, sir. Hopefully it isn't too hot where you are, Jay, because it's cooking here tonight. It's what 9 o'clock, 9:30, and it's still like 32 to 36 degrees outside. The house is basically a big oven, so it's just radiating in. Like I said, I can't even turn this computer on upstairs at all because it will just start cooking. So I had to like kind of figure out where I could go if I was going to do a live stream tonight. And I thought I would pop on and say hello and see how everyone's doing. And I kind of had a bit of a different opinion than most people on what went down here in the last few days with the Trump assassination attempt and with the unfortunate father of two that was killed in the stands. And like I said, the Destiny thing, boy, if there's ever somebody out there that needs a punch in the fucking face, it's that motherfucker, and he really has earned it. To be honest with you, I think Steven Crowder said it best today, and I was hoping I could play this clip from him. I did have a spot saved where we skipped through some of the start of the details of what he went on with on his rant, but I personally couldn't have said it better. I don't think most people could have. Um, I personally don't agree with people that are saying, hey, let's turn the other cheek because that's what Christ would do, and we're all Christians and blah, 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 blah. You know what? I honestly know for a fact that that is the attitude that has emboldened these motherfuckers to continuously murder people in cold blood. I mean, we've seen it for years now with the BLM shit that started, and then the Chaz, and the Antifa groups going out there shooting people just sitting in their fucking cars, for no reason. Just, oh, we got a Trumper, bang bang. And you know what? Crowder covers all of that, and he has the list of names. And these really are the people that pay the price for the indoctrination that is done and the brainwashing to even young men like that shooter to the other day. And it's unfortunate for him too, because he was probably a bright young man at one point and got completely indoctrinated, got brainwashed by the groups that are out there taking over our youths, and ended up basically throwing his life away. Um, on a kind of side note of that, personally, from what I could see from the live handheld devices, whether it be cameras or phones or whatever the case may be, what the initial fucking attendant recorded of the attempted assassination, I gotta be honest with you, I have never thought would the Secret Service, the security, even the local police that all help out with this, with the security details of this event or events like this. I honestly couldn't believe how long it took them to react. Like the fact that he got shots off and people were pointing him out, and I understand that they of course put out some of the narratives where it's like, look, they probably didn't want to shoot somebody until they knew for sure that he had a weapon and it wasn't a reporter. Well, there's a big difference between a rifle and a fucking camera. So people are telling you this guy has a gun, he's climbing across these roofs, you can clearly see him doing his soy boy fucking crawl there, and still he managed to get off about 7 shots, I thought. A couple of them could have been from the actual snipers on the other roof that I believe were the ones that took him out. Again, we weren't there for the most part, but this seems awfully fucking slack. It really does. It seems super fucking slack. Like they were just letting it play out. As for Trump's personal Secret Service attendants, the ladies in black there, I mean the videos and pictures all speak for themselves. The diversity hires clearly didn't work on that end either. But you know, um, again, an innocent bystander, father of two, fireman for years, lost his life there. And yes, it would have been worse, obviously, if Trump had been mortally wounded, but somebody was. And somebody did lose their life. Two girls lost their dad, and a woman lost her husband. Nothing here is good. And again, the young man that did it, his family lost too, right? And maybe they could have intervened more, maybe they couldn't have. We don't know. We don't know. It's unfortunate though. Again, though, it's a sign of the times because we're on like generation fucking 3 or 4 now of soy fed fucking indoctrinated, brainwashed fucking people, you know? And this is kind of, honestly, personal opinion, I don't think this is close to over. What's up, brother Primo? Hey, I dropped the link there if you guys want to pop in and say hello. Um, don't leave me here alone too long. I'll just start rambling off. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. It all sucks. It really does. But I have a bit of news. If you're not on the, Twitter or X or the Facebook pages, accounts that are basically pro Republican, pro conservative. Uh, I saw a great one today. Apparently, Trump is now heading for Milwaukee for tomorrow or tomorrow evening. And the Hells Angels are all on their fucking way to provide actual fucking security. So this time, if you're a liberal and you're going to go there, you might want to think or rethink that idea, because even if you're not there and probably not going to do anything stupid, eventually somebody's going to get drunk enough or high enough and they're just going to look at you as just another fucking target. And, you know, they might, hopefully nobody gets, you know, murdered or fucking severely hurt. But to be honest with you, I could give a fuck less if they beat the shit out of a whole goddamn group of fucking Antifa over there. I really couldn't. I hope they do, actually. I hope they get into a big fist fight and all of these motherfuckers that don't know what it's like to get a punch in the face actually gets one. Maybe they'll go home and rethink their lives because they're gonna be severely out fucking numbered this time. It ain't gonna be 20 of them on one old fucking lady or old dude, or, you know, some fucking random person walking down the street. You're going to have an entire fucking biker gang from probably all over the fucking states, or, you know, maybe even parts of Canada, heading for this fucking rally. There's going to be a lot of them, and they are not soy fed. Plain and fucking simple. You fuck around, you're gonna fucking find out. You know what I mean? You are gonna get your fucking heads kicked in. And to be honest with you, personally, I'm all good with it. I think we have turned enough cheeks, man. What's up, brother Rad? But yeah, we've turned enough cheeks, and we've allowed enough people to be fucking murdered with, or beaten, or, you know, abused in some fucking way, and there's never been a retaliation. That, I believe, is what emboldens them to continue on. So, hey, brother Rad, if you want to jump in, the link is pinned up top there. Despite the incredibly hot temperatures, I'm still pounding back coffees tonight because that's what I do, homie. Okay. Whew. But yeah, um, whether or not this is gonna get much worse before it gets any better, I'm kind of leaning to more towards that, and we'll see what happens in Milwaukee. I guess I don't expect it to fucking end very well though for any of the lefties that show up. I mean, I don't think they'll have to kick up much of a stink before fucking, you know, the guys from biker gangs, along with just your general people that are going to be there who are fed up themselves and, you know, are not going to fucking back down anymore. They've had enough. You're going to end up very fucking outnumbered. I mean, I don't remember Milwaukee being very liberal at the time, but I mean, let's face it, these insane people are fucking everywhere. I mean, again, if you go to Twitter or you even, you know, watch some of the compilations that are on YouTube of, you know, TikTokers and whatnot going around talking about how they're so upset that he, you know, this dude missed and they need to try again. Like, fuck. You know, I personally believe they will try again. I wasn't surprised that it was attempted, but I was surprised that it was done in this way at the event. You know what I mean? I was kind of leaning more towards like car bomb type of thing, or you know, backpack bomb, maybe while he's, you know, going from car to building type of deal. You know, the Reagan thing. But again, a podium with the target standing right there. It's kind of tempting because he ain't usually moving, right? So, um, but that's my personal opinion. I'm kind of leaning more towards the side where Mando kind of leaning as well. After we got off the live stream there with Outlaw, and you know, I knew what he was trying to say. He was like, they're going to try again, and we kind of went the same way. It's like, yeah, I could see it being done with a car bomb, you know, or maybe even you know, backpack briefcase bomb as they call it, whatever. Um, yeah, what's up, turd? Don't recognize you, but you know, always welcome to be here again. It's getting pretty hot out there, and you know, today I found myself disagreeing with a lot of people that I usually agree with, and I personally don't think that turning the other cheek is the answer. So, Mr. Rad, how are you, buddy?
The Emperor, good to talk to you.
You too, man. Sorry for the unorganized fucking chaos that I bring here tonight, but it is what it is.
It's a discussion. Everyone's discussing it. It's nuts. But I'm with you. You just mentioned something that they're not that there's going to probably be another attempt, and I would agree with that.
Without a doubt. I mean, all this has done is it's really kind of emboldened them even more. Like, yeah, the young guy that did it, right? He's dead.
Yeah.
But let's face it, I mean, there was just as good a chance that they would have taken him alive. We've seen it happen. Like I said, the other 39 fucking murders that they did in, 1 month during the BLM riots, most of those people were caught alive, put in for a few days, maybe a week, and then released.
Yep.
And then you never heard of them after. Where
Well,
have these people gone?
right. If you go to infowars.com, Alex Jones has a banned video where he talks about what the potential might be coming up, and he's pretty terrified. If you like him, he's a different flavor. And then
Oh yeah, yeah.
he was on something with Tim Dillon on Saturday, a late stream after it happened, and given his perspective. But no, I don't think they're done. I mean, look, they can't stop Trump. I think they've given up to the sense that he's going to win unless
Yeah.
he's physically unable to.
Well,
Right?
and that's where I'd have to agree. Like I know Andrew Tate is a bit of a controversial topic in our manosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
With rightfully so.
Yep.
But he does have a lot of good information when it comes to just listening to what he has to say, even in some of his short videos. And he stated many, many months ago, you get three lives. They will try to smear you, to destroy your name. They will try to arrest you, whether it be fake trumped up charges or whatever the case may be. And during that, they'll also try to financially destroy you. And when all that fails, they have no choice but to fucking kill you.
Yeah. I mean, that's where they're at now. I mean, look at everything. They're overturning everything that the corrupt justice system tried to do.
Yeah.
Uh,
But, but they're
and
still calling him a felon, by the way.
oh yeah, of course. Uh, See, I've always said this: positive press and negative press is good press. I
Yes.
mean, and he's getting it for free. I
Yep.
haven't seen a Trump commercial uh, for, for probably since the 2020 election. I mean, he doesn't need to spend money because he's in the news
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah. And the funniest thing is these, like, of course the simpler ones like AOC and stuff. You just let them talk, man, or Bernie Sanders, and they'll talk themselves into a circle where their narrative
Yep,
switches to a bonus for voting for Trump and
yep,
not them. You know what I mean? They
yep,
start off by trying to demonize what he's going to do. Oh, he wants to deport all these people, these poor innocent people, and make things better for true Americans.
yep,
Oops.
yep.
Oops. Fuck.
Oh yeah, can
Uh,
you imagine? Well, and I just heard Tucker Carlson today. He was interviewed by somebody at the RNC, and he said, "Look, the moment he got up and put his fist in the air, it secured his election win."
Pretty
I would
much.
agree with that statement because it showed obviously defiance, strength, and so forth. And people were calm because of that. The people
Yeah.
in the crowd were
Uh,
calm because they saw their leader get up, and they weren't. He didn't piss his pants and run away and get all scared. He stood up. He doesn't care about living or dying. I mean, obviously he cares about living, but I think if he was taken out JFK style, I think,
yeah.
I mean, he's not going to puss off. He's not going to get scared. He's not going to stop doing his rallies. You know, just bring it on.
And you know, Rad, if you caught it on Twitter, especially like right away, just hours after it happened, the mainstream fucking corrupted media like New York Times and stuff were all saying like, in their headlines, oh, Trump gets scared by loud noise, possibly fireworks. No, the motherfucker got us, they tried to kill him. Like, what the fuck would you do?
They
I,
wouldn't even.
I
Yeah, they
mean,
would call it an
you,
assassination attempt.
yeah, they wouldn't even call it that. And then of course, once it started to get backlash, they tried to change it. But the internet is forever,
Yeah,
right? The
100.
internet is forever. So they caught it and they just kept reposting it, and they're still reposting it to this day.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
try to welcome Jay, brother Jay. What's going on, my Canadian man? I think he's having a bit of a connection issue there, but can you hear
Not
us,
too
Jay?
much. Enjoying the weather while it lasts.
Oh, dude, I am so fucking sunburned. I can't even enjoy it right.
Yeah, I can hear.
All right. What's going on tonight, my man?
Yeah, enjoying the weather while it lasts until Thursday, actually.
Yeah?
Not
Is it supposed to finally
too
end
much.
Thursday?
Is my audio still messed up?
You're a bit delayed. Yeah, a bit delayed. What's up, Outlaw? So what are your thoughts on this, my man?
Okay. I honestly don't know what to think. When I saw this the first time, night of, I honestly thought it was a setup. I thought it was Trump's people, but that's just my opinion.
You can't
There's
watch all
too
like
much jackassery going on for anybody to make a solid. And I mean, go ahead.
Well, like I was about to say, you cannot watch all this video footage from the spectators without questioning what the fuck are these people doing. Like everybody that has ever looked at how security details, they go to a scene where an event's going to happen days prior, and they pick out all the places where bullets could come from, knife attacks could come from. They check things for bombs, everywhere. And this isn't a city, in a city where you've got these skyscrapers with literally thousands of windows, and every one of them could have a barrel behind them. That's difficult. This was a big open area with a couple of building roofs, for I believe the one he was on was actually like just a shelter kind of deal. And there's really not much to watch out for or any blind spots, right? All these blind spots. And this guy was being pointed out by people for minutes. Now, one claim that was made on Twitter today, which I don't believe was true, was they said that they were pointing them out for like 43 fucking minutes. I don't believe that one. But 3 to 5 minutes, these people are meant to react in seconds, right? If you look at the Bush attempted assassination, 6 shots were fired. The guy was on the ground, and security was all over him.
And they wouldn't have set him so close.
Well, the issue is this. I mean, it was
staged. You can hear it. The shots aren't more than a second and a half apart.
Yeah, it's something is extremely fishy. But I'll tell you what gets my hide is the fact that, and I brought this on the live stream yesterday, these 2 women that are 5 foot, if that, trying to protect a 6'4" man that's double in size, that would have had, if there were multiple shooters or deleters, they would have had a clear path for another potential hit. It's like this is ridiculous. Anybody watching that would say, I mean, Hammerhand brought it up, Coach Greg Adams brought it up, the fact that the whole security detail was a deliberate lack of protection. Simple as that.
Hey, I've got a good image here that's actually been floating around.
And Antifa's had military. Antifa's had like insider military training too. They don't set up.
Sure.
Yeah. Did that guy actually look like he had any real military training? Did you see his bear crawl? I mean, come on. He got stuck on a bunch of shit trying to get up that roof. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. A couple centimeters or a few seconds later or earlier, and he would have scooped out Trump's fucking brain pan for him. It might have been off to the fucking, the right a bit, but hey, he still would have done it. Clipping somebody's ear is close. Don't get me wrong, but he could have done a body shot and probably fucking got him. But I wanted to share this about the fucking security detail.
Yeah,
So
they were talking about that too.
Here are the real security men that weren't diversity hires doing their job, and here is the diversity hire hiding behind them.
And what the fuck are they doing with ponytails? Like, come on.
No fucking idea, man.
Look at the Secret
No
Service
fucking idea.
agents have short hair. You cannot have shit. I mean, this Kim Cheadle needs.
Yeah, and the women were guarding his crotch. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, no, the one was basically fucking shielding herself behind them.
Yeah.
like what the fuck?
They were dog meat too. She couldn't even handle her pistol.
Yeah, she couldn't. Well,
Yeah.
At least she couldn't get it back in the holster. That's better than not being able to get it out of the
Diversity
holster,
hire,
I guess.
For delivery. For delivery.
For delivery.
The gal got these two gals thought they were really cool, and they came out of gender studies and they wanted to be heroes, and so they applied to the Secret Service with this wacko that's a woman that's in charge, and they can't lift them. I mean, did you see that one gal trying to get Trump down the stairs? He was like crushing her. Women don't protect men. Men protect women.
Yeah, and you know what? That image right there in the heat of the moment, right? We see how we react.
All three of them to drag him off stage too. So
yeah, well, and like I said, in this photo here, you can see the difference with how we react differently based on the genders. One goes into, basically defensive mode. The other one goes into protection mode. Right? That is the way it's meant to be.
Yeah,
so,
duck and cover.
Just want to say hi to Skeleton and Mega. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while, but here I is. Thanks for being here. But yeah, this thing was a fucking debacle right from the get-go, and I'm sorry, guys. Look, I don't hate them. I don't try to pretend that there's something they're not, though. Okay?
Right.
And let's face it. We as men are meant to do certain tasks, and we do them very well. As long as the seeds are planted and we're guided a little bit when we're young, we still take up the same role as our fathers and his father and his father's father before him. Women take up their roles, and they're no less important. It's just they're not the same, right? And again, like I said, with everything we saw, or with everything we're seeing that's coming out, you can't look at this and say, hey, these are the same type of people that did security for everybody else throughout fucking history, or throughout our fucking country's history. Because honestly, I don't think I could show up to a Biden rally with a rifle and get within 10 fucking thousand yards without being gunned down. I honestly do not. And this guy made it to 150. I think that's what they said, right? 150
Yep.
yards.
Yep.
No, don't get me
No,
wrong.
no, no, no.
150.
450 feet. Yeah, so that would be 150 yards.
Yeah, 150 yards.
Yeah.
150-yard shot with iron sights is not the easiest shot you're going to make. Now, on a person-sized silhouette, if you're going center mass, no fucking problem, right?
Right.
Literally, no problem. I didn't see the weapon. I don't think they've even showed the weapon that he was using. Well, it's a 5.56. It was an AR platform, but he didn't show like any of the hardware or anything he had. So I don't think they've showed the rifle at all.
Sonic.
I mean, possibly.
Someone said
Possibly.
it was an AR.
Yeah, it's an AR that was purchased that his father purchased. And again, you know what? I don't know his father. I don't think they've actually interviewed any of the shooter's family. I mean, they've lost a son, but we've seen video of this young man, you know, when he went through like high school or college, and he's been a radical leftist for a long time. So clearly they couldn't intervene or you know, weren't able to intervene, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they're staunch leftists themselves. Hell, maybe they put them up to it, you know, because sacrificing your children is the fucking all the rave now, you know. Oh, looks like we lost Brother Red. Still with me, Jay? There's a good chance that I've lost connection. I have no idea. But I saw Mr. Outlaw and Mr. Riggs. They're in the chat. Hello, guys. Sorry, what was that, Jay?
Oh no, I'm probably just still delayed a little.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely delayed, my man. It's your awesome Canadian internet. What part of the rhubarb are you living out in?
Yeah, it's weird.
Kind of is. I don't know why you vote.
I'm
Sorry, what was that?
I'm closer to Manitoba than anywhere else.
Ah. No problem, Rad. You have a good night, buddy, and thanks for popping on. Oh, Manitoba. Yeah. It's a pretty nice place, but I haven't stopped there much, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Well, we're still out here in the glorious liberal.
Here just recently and forced some people out of Flin Flon and where else?
Oh. You know, I'm surprised we haven't had many evacuations or forest fires going crazy up here. We usually get forest fires while there's snow on the fucking ground. And with all the liberals out lighting them, well, they started in Kamloops, I think back in like February or some shit. They started trying to light forest fires in February and they got busted. Because, you know,
What?
it was still... Yeah, dude. They started out in Kamloops in February trying to light forest fires. And they basically botched it because, again, everything's still a bit too wet. And they got caught. But now what happened to those people? We never heard from them again. So most likely they were on somebody's fucking payroll, just like the last people. It was fucked.
No. I saw some of those fires in Cali, like when they first started, like back during the ones that they called in Oregon, and holy crack, like they looked like they were started from space, like they were
Right.
complete burnouts, like for housing units along fucking what was it? Along the ocean. Like they
Yeah.
didn't touch anything else but the houses, like the housing units along the ocean. There's
Well,
been
that's
no
like,
tree burnouts, like nothing up even to roads. They were like just. It's almost like they hit a button and just.
well, there's been a lot of that speculation going around after the fires down in Hawaii there. Um, I think that's a bit of a gimmick, but um, with the Kelowna fires that we had last year,
That was it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, with the Kelowna fires that we had last year, we were driving through on the other, what we call the other side of the river, right? So this is like, west side Kelowna. And that's where like they were finally trying to like get it all under control, coming down out of the mountain and swooping in to the city, right? But now there's a lot of residential areas up there too. A lot of beautiful homes, and some of these whole areas were brand new. All got fucking torched. Honestly, we were driving through or driving back at around 9:30 at night, so it's dark, and it honestly looks like volcano lava spill out. It doesn't look like a forest fire anymore. It looks like lava spilling down over the fucking hills. It was crazy. Crazy there.
What the heck?
You're only hearing us. You're not hearing Jay at all. Hmm.
I'm not gonna speculate or anything, but like I remember the flooding too from the rains that was going on in northern BC back in like when was it 2000, and uh, like I had to drive. What was it? I was coming back from Nanaimo, I think, to Calgary,
Hmm.
and the roads were horrible. Like you couldn't even hit the overpasses without you couldn't do 60. Like if you were going through the overpasses, you couldn't do 60 for fear of hydroplaning off the sides of the
Crazy,
road.
right?
Like when I got home and
Jay, can we try to reconnect you? Apparently, the guys are not
Lancer or something.
hearing you at all.
Really?
Yeah, apparently they're not hearing you at all.
I'll try adjusting my audio.
All right, sounds good. To answer your question there, Turd, about spiking trees, yes, they do still spike trees here. The you know Green Party, the Earth Mother Spirit Guide group, whatever the fuck they're called, yes, they spike trees here where the loggers are about to go in and cut down, areas for their permits. Excuse me. Mr. Hemme, how are you, sir? So yeah, that's still a thing too. Don't worry, our loggers still have to worry about that. But the upside is most of them aren't using standard chainsaws anymore to take them down and like delimb them. They're using the oh, what is that thing called? I think it's called a cat 5 or whatever. Saws down the tree, delimbs it, chops it up into lengths. That's where these units can get anyway. Everywhere else, yes, they do still go in by hand and cut them down, and they do still run into spikes. Yes, quite often. The spikes that these people put in, I mean, I think the one group was initially pinned with like 20,000 spikes that this group put into two areas for two different contracts. And these guys, they run a risk cutting down the tree because now they have to really look for these things to like where they were driven in and try to figure out, if we're going to take this tree, how do we cut around it, right? um, the bigger chainsaws, I mean, I don't know if they run into the same issue with the spike, but maybe they still do. But either way, yeah, it is not uncommon to find trees with spikes in them, even old ones. To be honest with you, even old ones, they get found all the time. There's a couple of groups that I'm a part of on the Facebook, like their pages, and they occasionally show like images of, we cut down this tree and here's a fucking spike. You know, it might have been in there for 10, 15 years. Who the fuck knows? Could have been in there for only a few days. Some of them were quite old and very obvious because the tree had, you know, done its knot thing kind of around that area. So yeah, it is definitely still an issue. And again, being in literally the most liberal freaking part of the country that you can find, because it seems to be always on the coastlines, you know, where abundance should be key. You got the East Coast, which is, you know, basically the well, it was the testing area for the welfare fucking system, and then you've got the West Coast, which is the testing area for, you know, fucking Whales Anonymous or some fucking shit, PETA and all those crazy motherfuckers. Mr. Hemi, I got the link pinned up there if you want to pop in and say hello. I told you not to fall asleep yet. Jay's having a bit of a connection issue, I'm guessing here, and the guys don't seem to hear him, so apparently I've just been talking to
How's my
myself.
audio now?
What's much louder? Can the other guys hear him? Put in a Father Saunders 3 if you can hear Jay. Here, actually, let me check my phone.
Yeah, I'm running off Bluetooth right now, so if you can't, if the guys can't hear me through YouTube or whatever, I'll just go and hook up my hard line.
Yeah, apparently you're back in. Of course, I get to the point where you talk again, just as everybody answers. So it's all good. Hey, this is Jay, guys. If you haven't heard from him yet, there he is.
Clark.
I
Clark
really
and
hope
Isol.
this is Riggs.
Okay.
It's Riggs. Thank God.
I figured you wanted to stare at Dick, you know, since you're the, what was it, trans black lesbian? I think that's what you are now.
Yeah, of course, you bigots. I am, if you don't know and haven't been informed, obviously, I am now a triple, not a double. Okay, so I'm a transracial, transsexual lesbian. You got me? Everything you say and do is bigotry, and I can do anything.
Triple.
Well, who originally said you sounded like a black woman? I forget who.
Saunders.
Oh, Saunders.
Father Saunders thought for the longest time that I was a black guy. And then, you know, Dak and Eric Zombro came up to visit. And of course, we got a couple pictures, videos
Black
together,
trans
right?
lesbian.
Yeah, well, now I am, obviously. I mean, look at me. It's the queen.
Shit.
Shit.
Just like that one guy says, shit.
That would be Indy. I am not a crook. That's right, Turd. He is not a crook. He's an asshole. Hey, I need to step away for a minute, guys.
He's got to go douche his
Back in the
butthole.
90s.
No, I have to go say goodnight to my kiddo because, you know, we've had all day together, and I told his mom, look, he's yours. I'm going to go live stream in the basement. And
Live
that is
streaming
not-
on the Crapple.
Yeah, it's as weird as it sounds because I don't know why I'm live streaming in the basement because it's fucking hot and I don't normally do this. But I'll be right back.
I say home built PC master race over Crapple.
Yeah.
Okay, before I take off,
If you can't get it done in the basement, where can you go, right?
Something
Please,
wrong.
Mr. Henry, something wrong.
All right, now I'll be right back.
Jay.
J-
Wrong.
What's up, man?
Penis.
Peanut.
I'm just happy people can hear me now.
Yes.
How's
we
your
can hear
knife?
you loud.
Or how's your
My
night going?
knife.
I mean,
My
do you
knife.
hear some weird noise? I can't hardly make out what it is. It sounds like boomer tech issues.
He's muted, so. I don't know.
That
What's up,
boomer
me?
tech going on. Hanging around Saunders too much. Get that boomer tech.
So what's Mitchell's
How is my
topic
audio?
du
Is it
jour?
is
Oh,
my
it's
audio
great.
really that
Alright.
bad or what?
Yeah.
No, we're
it's
fucking
great.
with you. I'm fucking with you.
It's excellent now. Before it was really low, but yeah. Whatever you did fixed it.
Okay.
What's Mitchell talking about tonight?
Something about he's gay and wants Tyrone up the butt.
Yeah. He kind of trailed off there at the end.
Something about where the captions were out of cheeks to turn.
Mm.
Now we just got to turn one more cheek and shit. All over everything.
Yeah, well, to go back to cloud seeding on Saturday here
Penis.
in Saskatchewan, so I have no idea how we're at 15 right now.
You're at 15 degrees right now?
You in Saskatchewan? God damn.
Yeah.
Are you
about
in Vagina?
50 Fahrenheit.
It's
Yeah.
25 here.
That's perfect.
15.
And
is-
No,
it's
fuck no,
25
dude.
here.
I'm northeast. Porcupine Point,
Northeast.
Saskatchewan.
Oh my God. I lived in Lloydminster for 14 years, right on the border there.
That's where all the homos hang out.
Yeah, well, it's the hub town, right? So all the fucking
I didn't
nasty
last that
shit
long,
goes
man.
through
I was only there for like a year and a half.
there. Really? I used to fucking love it.
Yeah.
I miss the cowgirls of Alberta, baby. God bless you, ladies.
It's up to 33 today.
Hemi, I was kind of.
Oh,
I'm sure you watched Hammerhand's stream today, where he was talking about, like, we're not here for the retaliation side, we turn the other cheek, blah blah blah. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't agree with that, and that's fine and dandy. Crowder put out a video today, though, and I got to be honest with you, I think personally
Hammer
that's the
stream today?
mindset. Oh yeah.
I thought it was yesterday. He was talking about two
Oh, man.
cuts.
Yeah, okay. You know what? You're right. It was yesterday, but
Okay.
Crowder's was
I'm gonna
today.
say I thought I'm subscribed. I should have saw something.
Yeah, Crowder's was today. I think I've got that loaded up. I need a second to kind of make sure I'm in this right spot. It's a pretty long video, but the majority of it is kind of along the lines with what I think, not just myself, but most people have finally hit enough. You know what I mean? We're not going to take it lying down anymore. While people from our side, mostly just innocent people, they're not even picking a side, right? They're
Well,
keeping it peaceful, and these motherfuckers are out here gunning them down, or running them over, or stabbing them, or killing their children.
I
They're
think
done.
the fact that they were popping shots at him kind of woke some people up because they're like, they weren't really paying attention. Like, oh, he's a businessman. He probably is crooked as fuck. Blah 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 blah. And they didn't really care. They're like, fuck him, whatever. And then now they're like, holy shit, his opponents are taking shots at him now. Maybe there's something more to this. So hopefully, it's woken a few more people up. Hopefully.
I don't know if it hasn't. Like, what's it going to take? You know what I mean?
You got a point.
Yeah, and I mean, we're experiencing the exact same shit, only 2 steps ahead of what you guys are going through. And again, here in Canada, we don't have nearly the population. We don't have nearly the I guess, fundamentals and different communities that you guys have, right? Like, most Canadians, no matter where you go, you're going to find the exact same fucking people. It's not like down there, you know what I mean? Like, there are states where some people are fucking just the fucking worst. You know what I mean? Like, just the fucking worst of us.
Yeah, you got a good mix of people down here.
Yeah, and again, they generally do kind of. It's not that you won't find an asshole in every town, but you generally do find more of like a shared ideology when it came to the basics, right? The very ground fundamentals. Used to be. Could be all fucking different now.
It's also it's 69 million ways of fucked nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, up here, every day they're trying something new. This isn't like, oh, we're going to lock you away in your houses for the next 2 years and fucking destroy your economy and run away with the bank and start a war. No, there's something every fucking day. Every fucking day. Every time a liberal politician or an NDP fucking opens their mouth, there's a new goddamn event. It all starts over.
You can always tell, too, there's...
Penis.
Yeah, there's when something fucky is going on in the background when they decide to flood the media with chaos now. It's just retarded.
Yeah, you see whatever they're putting up on the fucking screen. Okay, what are they trying to distract us from?
Exactly.
What else is fucking going on?
Yeah, I mean, we've literally have people here that are losing everything because our economy's fucking destroyed. And this is now, 2-3 years old, right? And what was their fucking answer? Oh, we need our LGBTQ fucking A+ alphabet fucking hyphenated fucking pervert fucking rights. And hey, there's a drug problem with the homeless people in places like Vancouver and fucking Victoria or fucking Kelowna. Let's give them free drugs. Free drugs. Good call.
Don't they make meth in one of the trailers across the way from you?
Crates of fucking coke-laced fentanyl and...
Yeah. Well, Polyev did touch on this the other day, right? And I was kind of surprised that he actually touched on something that is basically more of a crisis, immediate crisis thing. We have people who are basically going and getting free government drugs, heroin, meth, fucking fentanyl, right? And they're selling it to school kids. They're not actually addicts themselves. They go get it for free.
I heard about that in Ontario.
And and they're giving it to, or they're selling
Nope.
it to fucking school kids. So now we've got 12-year-olds fucking hooked on meth and fucking fentanyl.
Yep.
All over the fucking place.
Whatever happened to just fucking smoking a fucking joint underneath the bleachers like everybody else? Whatever happened to the days of that?
I'm game.
Well,
Hey.
you would get high and then you would try and
Yeah, welcome to
keep somebody
Chinata.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Hemi likes to weed whack.
I think the Hindu or Indian culture has spread just as far here as it has in on the East Coast. So, and I just attended my first Indian white person mixed wedding. There's still only 3 Indians that I like, and the rest can go fuck themselves because they're a bunch of goddamn whiny fucking babies. You know what they're like? Do you guys, I don't know if you're South Park fans, but do you remember the episode where they brought in the Persians and they were like, we have to go buy more designer sunglasses and cool t-shirts and stuff? That's what these East Indians are like now. They are the fucking literal fucking worst.
That was
Like,
so horrible.
Oh my God, they're fucking prep boys. It's like, dude, you come from a shithole.
They're not. It's like they're not moving further inland. It's like they're being moved to Toronto and like Regina and Calgary and Edmonton, and they're not moving further inland. They're moving out to the coast. It's like they're migrating out to the coast. It's weird.
Well, this is where all the value is, right? Let's face it. Unless you're fucking buying oil property in Alberta or Saskatchewan, this is where the money fucking land is at. Again, they could take over an entire city in fucking like 2 years. I've seen it. Entire city fucking changes color in 2 fucking years. They own everything. It's all the government handouts. And now they've gotten worse.
Whew.
Yeah, you don't
just
have
farted.
to tell me, man. I lived in Calgary. I know.
I just farted in Skelly's direction.
Oh, Skelly, you got a stinky one now.
Yeah.
Oh, but I kind of.
I'm glad I don't have smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
I want to share this video from Crowder, and again, I'm going to probably play it on a little bit of a faster speed because
like
it is
1.25, something like that.
Yeah, it is. Roughly 22 minutes long, and again, I don't know if playing Crowder's clip is going to get me the whole fucking stream shut down for a bit, but it could. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this guy. Speaking
I
of
kind of like
trouble.
Crowder. He's a well-informed shit disturber, eh?
I am a
Yeah.
well-informed shit disturber.
What the fuck? Our Spetsnaz? Did Spetsnaz pass away?
That is
Yeah.
what I've been hearing. Is Spetsnaz is gone to return to meet his maker.
Get the fuck out of here!
I've also
There's a
heard
video
it's
posted on his channel.
yeah. I've also
About an
been
hour
hearing
ago.
it was
What?
some bullshittery behind how he
He was
went to meet his maker.
struck by a car.
Like I
Apparently,
said,
Wow.
some bullshittery.
struck by a speeding car overseas, and he's no longer.
Was it intentional? That's what I wondered.
Wow, that's
Because
that's
think about it,
ugly.
people know who the fuck he is. I mean, what's not to say they didn't try and
Some woman driver.
I mean,
probably.
and they try to get Count Dankula on teaching his pug how to do the Nazi salute.
What?
Well,
Oh
of
my
course.
goodness.
That's just fucking funny to me.
Yeah, rest in peace, Spetsnaz.
Yeah, really.
He was
What's
fucking
up, CD and
wild.
Bingus?
They're
That's
no,
that's
Bingus
fuck,
too.
man. The
Yeah, it's
fucking
good news, man. It just
bad news
happened.
just
Hey,
keeps
Kev.
coming.
Went straight.
does. In between
And now
Trump,
Bingus
the
is here.
assassination attempt on Trump now, and y'all are just falling further and further from your original glory. Like, what the fuck, Canada?
Right?
Could you not bend knee to foreign countries any harder?
No, we apparently really like it in the butt.
You like that Xi
Not
Jinping
me.
drinking?
I'm a lesbian, so
That don't mean nothing.
I only
That don't
scissor.
mean shit. Lesbians are only lesbians until they meet the right dick.
And some people
Ooh.
even provide their own lube.
Yep, most lesbians are lesbians out of political issues.
Well,
So
hey, you just have to
yeah.
take what I'm saying to value because you can't prove otherwise. All right, and just I scissored.
Or you could just eat a dick.
You scissor.
I scissored as a lesbian. I scissored.
He scissors with
He
syrup
scissors with Saunders and uses maple syrup as the lube.
and booty.
Maple
juice.
syrup and corn husk, baby. Maple
you
syrup
go.
and corn husk. Yeah.
Knows what's up.
Have I ever showed you guys the pictures of Saunders in the tub?
Just put 2
Did
dozen
you-
of the
hey, did you-
hardcores
speaking
in
of,
a
did you
room
ever
and
get the-
give 'em a
so
5-gallon
apparently
tub of lube and
While he was
what happens.
up live, he had someone
No.
had taken a picture of his bare ass.
Oh yeah,
Did
that was me.
not.
That I suggested that get sent to Mitchell for his OnlyFans content. I don't know if
Fuck
it's been
yeah.
done or not.
I can send it.
Fuck yeah. Send it to me,
He
Riggs.
He needs his OnlyFans content,
One
and
moment.
he's
That's
already
right.
given his permission. So he just wants
That's right.
3%. You got to remember, he only wants 3% of the proceeds.
No, he wants 10. He wants
No,
10%.
fuck that. He gets 3.
3.
That's what I told him.
3.
I even went as high as 5%. Like
No,
that's
no, no,
being
no, 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 no,
extremely
no, no, no.
So
You
generous.
go no
with the
higher than
foot stuff,
4. You go no higher than 4,
what
Mitchell.
are you?
Never go any higher than 4 with Father Saunders. Ever.
What was that, Jay? You cut out there a bit.
Watermelons and shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there was watermelons involved, I heard.
I mean, whatever floats our boat. Again, we don't kink shame here anymore.
That's right,
No,
Jay.
no.
If you're into
I was just like, yeah. Is it all inclusive or is there limits to like food items?
No, you like look, if you were going
Pictures
to give
incoming,
me
Mitchell.
if you're going to give me this content, I'm putting it up on my OnlyFans, and people will buy all the sick shit you can provide. So, what's up, brother Arvo?
That's the worst
Yeah,
part.
I ain't wrong. I know I ain't wrong, dude. Okay, look. Yes, OnlyFans is behind a paywall, but fucking ChatterBait is not. And I have seen some fucked up shit on ChatterBait. All you gotta do is keep cycling.
No, like you see some pretty depraved shit on ChatterBait.
Yeah, you do, man. I saw an elderly, dwarfy, midgety, like the wheelchair bound type fucking midgets
A
naked on
roly-poly.
there. Yeah, and a roly poly. And again, lots of fucking people watching, lots of people paying, so they'll buy anything, anything.
They will. That's
Why?
the sad, scary part. Because people are depraved sexually to the point where they need weird shit to get their rocks off nowadays.
Yeah,
That's the why.
Okay,
Hmm.
as you guys know, I'm a big 40K fan. All you
Yes.
have to do is look up the Emperor's Children, right? And their dedication to the chaos god Slanesh, who is the god of excess, right? So she's Desire from, the Sandman trilogy or whatever
Venus.
fucking fantasy. Like extreme versions of excess, you know what I mean? It starts off with,
You said it
copious.
in a word. You said it. She.
What's that? Well, She Who Thirsts is the title, but she's just like Desire. Desire is whatever you desire. If you're a man that desires a woman, then you'll see a beautiful woman. If you're a woman that desires beautiful men, that's what you see, right? She is a hermaphrodite kind of thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
But very kink. Like it's all about extremes, right? Extreme music, food,
Hermaphrodite?
drink, sex, everything to extremes. That's where we are now. We're falling into that fucking realm.
I'm kind of
What's up,
curious.
Krista?
Hermaphrodite, and you got hermaphrodite.
No,
Hermaphrodite.
hermaphrodite.
The House of Babylon.
A
Eh?
hermaphrodite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man born with or a female born with the opposite genitalia as well.
Yeah, or both.
Well,
know,
born with it's a
rare.
birth defect, a very rare birth
Yeah.
defect. They only make
Right.
up like 10% of the population.
I don't even think it's that much. But either way, again, it's about excess, right?
Yes.
Desire. It takes desire and amplifies it to fucking like
Yeah,
96
69.
or 69.
The Persians used
They're
to
in-
practice it. I can't remember what it's
Quite
called
possibly. That would explain a lot about the Persians.
I mean, they were pretty weird as it was.
Yeah. Yeah, they're weird. They're weird.
Yeah.
Everything's weird.
There you go.
But,
I updated my avatar for you, Mitchell.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Killed me again. I need to know who the fuck's using my dick pic as their avatar.
Biomet
they
or
pretty much
Biomet?
adopted
Am I saying that
every
right?
cult Persia to Asia and
They need to get my permission to use my dick
between
pic
whoever they could
as
conquer along
their
their
avatar.
path of destruction or whatever the fuck it was.
You mean?
Yeah. Essentially, Jay, that's how it'll, it all ends going. It goes down that road, right? The depravity to the next level. There's no end to the
What's up, Cox?
extreme, and the
You mean
further
that one?
you go, that's dicks.
Yeah.
The further you go down the path, the more you're worshiping, right?
Excess leads to the path to destruction or some shit.
Yep. But again, lots of lore videos. You can almost see, like again, I consider myself living a pretty sheltered life, right? We don't generally have nude people running around the fucking streets like you do in fucking places like Chicago. You just don't see certain things. If you take us and put, our small town folk, kind of small city folk into one of the metropolis, as they call it, you would see like bug-eyed people, they would be overwhelmed with it. But to the people that live there, this is just their everyday life, right? And again, the level of debauchery is fucking now. The shackles are off, and everybody's getting into the fucking party. You know what I mean? It's endless, and that's where you get cucks like Destiny.
79. Ugh. Is it wrong to say he has a punchable face?
Someone needs to punch him in the face.
It
Yeah.
seems like he's never been punched before.
Oh, absolutely not. That's why he runs off at the mouth like he does and says the stupid shit that he does. Somebody, you know what? I'm going to take one out of his book. I hope that if you go to a Joe Biden fucking rally, you get shot and I'll laugh at it. There. Verbatim, word for word, what Destiny said. And you know what, Destiny? If you ever fucking see this, I hope you get slapped around like the bitch you are. Me personally, I'm going to laugh at him every day that little soy boy fed fucking pencil and pretzel made fucking cuck that stole your wife is fucking her in the ass every night and laughing at you for the fucking joke that you are, motherfucker, because you fucking earned it.
What's up,
You
Zechariah? How
fucking
you
earned
doing?
Yeah,
Where's Destiny
now he's
live?
just a shit disturber, right?
That's all he's good for.
He's just trying to be
Always-
an edgelord. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, and I mean it backfires on him all the time, right? But he comes back tomorrow. He's no different than what Ethan
Okay.
Klein was before Ethan Klein was.
I don't mean to
finally let
brag or
go.
nothing, but we're getting rain right now.
You son of a bitch.
Enjoy it.
Dude, it's still like fucking 28 degrees outside here. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's not
Speaking as foreign
gonna last. Put
archaic
my mic up to the
language. I don't know what Celsius
window.
is.
if you could hear me for more than a half a second.
Go ahead. Is it coming down good?
Celsius 19 or 50 Fahrenheit or something.
Damn. I'd probably need an extra blanket if it got down to 19
But
here.
yeah, we're
Like
getting
85 degrees here.
dribbles.
Well, please send us some rain. We need some rain over here. My crops are dying. Anyway,
Hey, Chris,
before,
did you?
yeah. Go ahead.
Yes.
Did you?
Did you? That's all I got.
You cut out
Did
again.
you? I think you cut out again.
There you go, Bingus. Goosh, goosh, goosh,
Oh.
goosh, goosh, goosh.
Did you catch my message on Chaos's stream this afternoon?
I did not. What did you say?
That's because you're gay.
No. About wrapping a 4-foot, 4-foot branches, or you can use doweling or whatever it is. Counterclockwise wrap the doweling with. You can use old electrical copper. And stick them in the four corners without rain, keep everything watered, blah, blah, blah. It's like super grow.
Huh. No, I've never heard of that. What's up, you dirty outlaw?
What's up, dude?
What's up, Outlaw? How you doing?
Whose ass are we busting now?
Well, I mean, you already did Destiny, and to be honest with you, I kind of wanted to tear into that motherfucker, but I couldn't find the thing on X fast enough on my laptop because I only have it on my phone usually. But you know what? You covered it. Good enough. Everybody knows this fucking douchebag is a douchebag. He's no different than the Ethan Kleins out there. Again, another complete fucking douchebag who got in the end what he deserves, which is canceled. This Destiny guy, though, like the fact that he still has a following of any kind is just, it's beyond me. But I mean, I think his time is coming to a very quick end.
Well, like
but
I
not
pointed
quick
out,
enough.
well, like I pointed out to the people watching my stream, if you're going to sit there and still support this piece of shit, after he said all that stuff about the firemen and Republicans and all that, whether which side of the aisle you support, right? If you're still going to support this guy, you might as well have said it alongside him. I mean, you're supporting, straight up immoral evilness.
He proved he was a piece of shit. He was a vapid piece of shit that needs a muzzle, or needs his his jaw fucking shut for a very long time.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know where his parents went wrong, but they clearly did. And this guy has drank more than one fucking glass of Kool-Aid. Yeah. He's drank one more glass of Kool-Aid. And you know what? He's getting his just dessert in the ends because fucking, like I said, dude, have you seen the fucking skinny ass fucking soy boy that stole his wife?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fucking twink ass
Oh my
fucker.
dude,
I haven't.
she outweighs him
Yeah.
based on muscle mass alone, and yet he is more masculine than Destiny was, and he stole away his girl. And Destiny was basically like, oh yeah, he's the one that tells her she can't go out to clubs and shit. It's like,
Isn't Destiny a chick
Now
named
that I think
Nicole?
about it, he pulled a Kevin Smith. Only Kevin Smith's still married.
He pulled a Kevin Smith? Does Kevin Smith have an open relationship? Is he a couple?
Yeah, fucking Kevin Smith a few years back had a Widowmaker, man. Yeah, fuck. As
So
far
he
as
got
I
his chick
as
pulled.
far as I remember. But that was
So
back
he
when he
got-
had his Widowmaker, eh?
Really?
So he got his chick pulled by a more masculine guy than he is.
Yeah.
And it was a
Yeah.
twink.
A more effeminate masculine guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Who also I believe likes dick.
More than you, Mitchell?
I don't like dick. I'm a lesbian.
Nah.
A lesbian is a lesbian until she's met the right dick.
So
I
what
don't
is
like dick. I'm allergic.
Stefan Crowder over here saying?
Well, you know,
Stephon
again,
Crowder.
when I was talking about like Hammerhand stream the other day when he was doing the two cucks thing, I honestly don't agree with him on. It's a rare thing, but I don't agree with him on that. You know, the whole fucking, you know, we need to turn the other cheek and fucking, you know, let this slide off because they're the bad ones. You know what? No, I'm at the end of my rope with that shit. I'm at the end of my rope with that shit. And I think everybody else should be too. I mean, these people have murdered like I believe the last count, and I know Crowder goes over quite a few of them. These groups that are working for the left side or, you know, helping to promote their fucking insane ideology.
Funded, BlackRock
Yeah.
funded, fucktards.
Yeah, they have murdered well over fucking 60 people in the last couple years. They've injured hundreds, right? Driving over them with cars and shit. And you know what? I don't think it should be tolerated anymore. What happened in Mexico a few months ago? I'll give you the details of the story if you don't know it, but basically a couple people in this small town kidnapped the girl, and when they were about to get caught, essentially because they couldn't move the girl out to be sold into fucking slavery, they murdered her and chopped her up and put her into garbage bags. When the village found out, they took all three of them and beat the fuck out of them, cut them up, and fucking diced them up right into the fucking city square. That's what happened. And you know what? These motherfuckers, they need to be, if they're running over people with cars, the second they stop, they need to be fucking swarmed and pulled apart. Right there.
Hung and quartered.
You're goddamn right. We don't need the police. Thanks. We got this. Get an ambulance for the people that are injured, but this motherfucker is ours.
Violence on violence.
Mine?
Hey, man.
Mine?
Be the first one.
By turning the other cheek, all we do is embolden them to fucking do it again. Like I said, this kid that tried to assassinate Trump, or this young man, he got taken out, but he's one of the rare ones.
Was it the one though? Because there's.
Well,
I
I'm not going
I
into
saw
that.
a video that said, "You think you got the right one? You didn't. It was me. I fucking hate conservatives. I hate Republicans.
Yeah,
I hate
but
Trump."
again,
and
he's
he
a
said
known
bunch of
troll
other
though.
shit.
That guy's a known troll.
All right, should
He
we
just
not be
happens
to a
look sorta
point?
like him.
Should we not be to a point where we take them seriously? They've proven that they're gonna that some of them are crazy enough to do the shit that they've been talking about.
Yeah, of course they are.
Think about
I mean,
the
look
colored
at fucking-
communists have been
dude,
talking about replacing the white man for fucking centuries. Now we're hearing nothing but white supremacy this, white supremacy bad, white men bad, white Christian straight males bad. And
But look at what they're doing on TikTok and stuff now. They're fucking all over the place. I can't believe you missed. Next time, fucking hit them. No. I guess we'll have to try again. They're all insane.
Exactly.
But
Social media has made it worse.
it's just
absolutely.
Once you
exacerbated
give
it.
something a label,
Absolutely.
you give it relevancy.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's why they're always
Yep.
labeling the straight white male as like a Nazi or a fascist.
yes, and then they're all upset why there's no fucking straight white men around to do anything anymore. Huh.
No, that's called.
But anyway,
irony.
like I said, this kid that was killed, this young man that was actually killed, let's say he was actually the guy that they killed and blah blah blah, right? We're not throwing anything else in there. It is very rare when one of these left-wing nut job Democrat fucking actual Nazi fucking socialists, when they murder somebody or wound a bunch of people, very rarely are they ever fucking like actually taken down. They're usually taken alive. They're put in jail for a bit, maybe even only 12 hours, and then they're released and we never hear about them again. Right?
Not until the next time they commit crimes.
Well, again, they get out. They rarely get
It's
taken
just
down.
like the
They
scene
they
that
have
they make when they're playing it down. That yeah.
Like they basically get away with this stuff.
They get away
You
with
know,
murder
like-
because they're the protected groups.
Exactly.
That's
But
why.
we don't need to give them that chance. Again, if let's say tomorrow,
Yeah.
and really, I really hope this fucking scenario doesn't happen. Let's say somebody goes to Milwaukee and drives through
Humanity.
that fucking crowd of people, right? The car gets stopped, it crashes, whatever.
Basically, what they do is
Oh, sorry, Jay.
They
I
keep-
didn't
You
cut
take it
you off.
easy, SCE.
they keep trying to tribalize everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
absolutely.
why they keep labeling everything. Because again, once you give it a label, it gains relevance.
Yeah, but if something were to happen now in Milwaukee,
Yeah.
and the person is, like I said, drives through the crowd with a vehicle, that crowd that didn't get injured needs to pull that motherfucker out and end him right there.
I'm gonna hop back.
Do
in
not hand him over to the police because he will be fucking released and he'll do it again. It just boldens the rest to fucking do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who did we lose?
Riggs.
Riggs.
Oh, Riggs took off. Oh, I
Who
see
just
that.
joined?
Rick took
Oh,
off.
that
Something
Oh, that's
wrong is
Hemi.
here.
That Mr. Hemi.
Yes, Mr. Hemi. But anyway, we can go
This
into
is
those
something.
speculations a little later.
Oh.
Let
Now
me
Shit,
Let's
Hemi,
start
thought you
playing
didn't go there
this.
for a minute.
I want to start playing this for you guys, and you know we'll get through it, and then if we don't get shut down, we can talk a little more about it. But you know what, Crowder's side here, I am 100% on, and you know what, I know it's not the Christian way, but it is also not the Christian way to fucking just lay down your fucking head and let them cut your fucking throat.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
give a fuck what Bible you're in. Nowhere does it say that. Nowhere.
Nope.
So I'm going to play this and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't get shut down.
Oh, that's
Things like
gay.
violence has never played a role in American politics, or one that I see a lot. This is unprecedented. We hear it a lot. Let me be clear. Political violence is not unprecedented. It is literally precedented in this country. You can use both precedents and precedent. It has come before. It has happened many times. And it's been set as a precedent deliberately. Political violence is not unprecedented in this country. People who say that either don't know what they're talking about or they're lying to you. That's not the takeaway. What is unprecedented is the impeachment, prosecution, and false conviction of a political opponent in this country who has committed no actual crimes. What is unprecedented is, far beyond political disagreements, the goal to seek and destroy a political opponent, a human being, and his supporters, even after he's peacefully left office. That's actually unprecedented in this country. As far as political violence, again, you saw my disclaimer earlier. I don't believe that violence is never acceptable or is never the answer. I won't speak in those false equivalencies, those platitudes. I think the American Revolution was a good thing. I think ending slavery was a good thing. Those necessitated political violence. And let's be clear, too. When we have disagreements in this country, people say we can have respectful disagreements. If you're having a disagreement about abortion, you're talking about violence. You have a disagreement over the violence. If we have a disagreement over foreign policy as it relates to wars, you're having a disagreement over violence, over killing. It's all around us. Now, I do believe that political violence, of course, is a last resort and a tool only to be used against tyranny. I would argue a presidential candidate who wants less government and to recognize more of your individual rights certainly doesn't qualify, Charlie. And I hear this empty rhetoric demanding that Trump tone down, dial back the temperature. And I've heard this too. I heard it from the former Vice President Biden, that we stop viewing our political opponents as the enemy. We need to stop that. Kind of tough to ask that of people when you've told them that their political opposition are literal Nazis and white supremacists, don't you think? But I'm not going to call for that. I'm not going to call for you to stop viewing the leftists in this country as the quote unquote enemy, plainly because I wouldn't believe in calling you to do that. I don't believe in that idea. I do believe that we have actual enemies within our ranks in this country. I really do. And I think more fruitful than empty rhetoric right now, I'd rather help you, all of us, be able to identify who those enemies actually are, because that's our only hope at actual civility. Not everyone's your friend, kumbaya, hold hand, we are the world. No. You can only have allies, and you can only protect your community and those you love if you understand the active threats, the enemy. It has to be based on truth. So, you know what? Let me be clear here. Let's first start by hopefully outlining who is not your enemy. It's not your neighbor. It's not your family members or other members of your community, the community you've chosen and hopefully take an active role in every day. Even those maybe who vote differently from you. Someone believes in higher taxes. They want longer government subsidized maternity leave or maybe some more social safety nets. They're not your enemy. They're wrong. They're not your enemy. Hell, I'd even self-identified socialists who are open about their beliefs, their disagreements with you, and who will engage in a form of ideas with you on an honest playing field, they're not your enemy. They're certainly wrong, in my opinion, but they're not your enemy. But the people out there who've been calling President Trump and people like you a Nazi or a white supremacist, they are the enemy. People who label you a fascist for being pro-life, they are the enemy. People who burned down cities and killed, murdered conservative Americans, fellow Americans at rallies, they are your enemy. The people who forced you to shut down your business, ruining your family's livelihood, never to be recovered again over a virus without you even having a say while claiming that they are doing it to save democracy, guess what? They are the enemy. And the people actively involved in shutting down, silencing political speech for protesting said lockdowns. They are the enemy. The ruling class who decided that rather than run on an even playing field to try and destroy a man's livelihood, his business, his legacy, and the remainder of President Trump's life. Because before they take his life, they try and take his name. That's what they do. Who's they? The progressive left. The hateful progressive left. Before your life is in danger, your name is what they take. People who do that, they are the enemy. Anyone who parroted the lie that Donald Trump praised neo-Nazis as very fine people for years, when the footage of him condemning white supremacy and neo-Nazis totally, it was available the entire time. People who parroted that line and haven't apologized, they are the enemy. The people who lied, who aided and abetted American citizens being locked up for years over January 6th, when a huge portion of them were glorified trespassers, all so that the people in charge could accuse President Trump of treason and leading an insurrection, they are the enemy. The people who accuse you of supporting trans genocide because, my God, you're against the government mandating that children be given permission to halt their puberty, they are the enemy. And you know what? Let me put a finer point on this. I want you to take a second, okay? And in your heart of hearts, I mean this, ask yourself honestly, are you a racist? Are you a sexist? Do you hate women? Are you a transphobe, a xenophobe, a Nazi, a fascist, or a white supremacist? Are you? If the answer is genuinely no, and I assume that it is for most of you, then anyone who accuses you of the contrary, anyone who accuses you of any of those things is the enemy, especially if they do it publicly. Because let me tell you something. I've been in this industry for a very long time. The people making these accusations against President Trump, against you, they know it's not true. When they make those accusations publicly, they're not saying it for you. They're saying it for the audience. They're hoping that someone out there believes it's true about you, just as they hope that enough people out there believed it about Donald Trump. Well, guess what? People finally did. This is what it gets you. And anyone who actively propels that forward, who accuses you of that, they don't get to ask you to dial down the temperature, to turn down your rhetoric, because they are the enemy. They make those accusations not because they believe it to be true, whether it's about you, at your office, at your PTA meeting, or President Trump. They make those accusations knowing that they are not true, hoping that someone else believes it is. And this violence that we see, this assassination attempt, is a long time coming. And by the way, it's not new. We've been surrounded by violence. I know there have been some people on the left, of course, who face it as well. But when it comes to the numbers, it's not even close. Some of you have a short memory. I don't remember back in July, I believe it was 2016, 5 Dallas police officers were killed by a Black Lives Matter supporter. Either 2016 or 2017, I'll make the reference available. That shooter believed police were racist. Let me give you the names. Let's remember these names. Lauren Aarons, Michael Kroll, Michael Smith, Patrick Zamarripa, Brent Thompson, 5 officers, Dallas, Texas, killed because of the enemy in this country who accused, who tarred and feathered an entire profession of people as racist, genocidal maniacs. And someone believed it. Remember in June 2020, Summer of Love, David Dorn, say his name, David Dorn.
Yep, I
He was
remember
a
that.
77-year-old retired police captain. He was killed in St. Louis trying to stop a Black Lives
Yep.
Matter robbery.
Yep,
He also was
that's the guy I
retired
talk
black
about
officer.
all the time when I speak about
We showed the
that.
footage in the show. I believe it's one of
Yep.
2 times that I've gotten misty-eyed. Someone believed the accusations against him being shouted by the enemy in August 2020. You remember Aaron J. Danielson? This person was killed in Portland, was shot point blank. Remember that footage? We've got a Trump supporter here. Bang, bang, bang. Dead. Because in the person's mind, the shooter, whose name I will not give to you, the killer, we got a Trump supporter here, was equivalent to saying, we have a racist, Nazi, sexist, genocidal maniac here. Bang. They believed it. They believed the shouts and the echoes of the enemy. And yeah, thank God. And I mean this, thank Christ that Donald Trump, President Trump, moved his head an inch. Sincerely. He's alive. But not everyone is. Corey Comparator. That man was killed at the Trump rally. That man was killed shielding his wife and daughter from someone firing shots, not about the gun, from an evil person attempting to murder because that person believed what the enemy within this country was saying, not only about President Trump, but about the people at his rally. That is why Casey Comparator is dead. That's why his daughter, Allison, doesn't have a dad. You don't get to say, tone down your rhetoric. The rhetoric is out there, and enough people have believed it. I want to read you, actually, what Allison Comparator wrote about her father, Facebook post. It's rare that someone writes it with this much poise and power, and that term is misused. She wrote, "Yesterday, time stopped. And when it started again, my family and I started living a real-life nightmare. What was supposed to be an exciting day that we had all looked forward to, especially my day, turned into the most traumatizing experiences someone could imagine. I know the media will cover this event, and I'm going to try my best to stay away from looking at everything, especially because I've already seen and lived through it in real time. But I want everyone to know what the media will not cover and will not say about him. He was the best dad a girl could ask for. My sister and I never needed for anything. You call, he would answer, and he would do whatever it is you needed. And if he didn't know how, he would figure out how. He could talk and make friends with anyone, which he was doing all day yesterday and loved every minute of it. He was a man of God, loved Jesus fiercely, and also looked after our church and our members as family. People will not tell you that he died a real-life hero. The media is not going to tell you how quickly he threw my mom and I to the ground. They are not going to tell you that he shielded my body from the bullets that came at us. He loved us enough to take a real bullet for us. And I want nothing more than to cry on him and tell him thank you. I want nothing more than to wake up and for this not to be reality for me and my family. We lost a selfless, loving husband, father, brother, uncle, son, and friend. And I will never stop thinking about him and mourning over him until the day that I die too. June 13th will forever be a day that changed my life. I will never be the same person I was less than 24 hours ago. There were a lot of children out there who say their dad is their hero, but my dad really is mine. I don't think I would be here today without him. Dad, I love you so much that there aren't enough words to express how deep that love goes. I know you'll give heaven some hell. I know God is proud of the man that came to his gates yesterday." I don't say that just to be sappy. I say it because we need to know these names of these people. And we need to know why these names now have an end date on their tombstone. And how many more would if the enemy, meaning the progressive left, who wants to label you a Nazi, had their way. And just to be clear, these people, the comparators, they have a GoFundMe. We're going to put that link up, GoFundMe campaign for the family. And just to help out, in case I know some people, your money is tight. Some of you are thinking about joining Mug Club going into the election. Right now, if you use the promo code HERO, you get $10 off. Mug Club, $89 annually. And every single dime goes to the family, comparators, to their GoFundMe. At least for the next day of this broadcast. Use that promo code. You can join up and also support their GoFundMe. We hope that we can mail them a really big check, just like we did with David Dorn's family and Hurricane Harvey. It's one of those things where people act surprised. Genuinely, are you surprised? I've been on an emotional roller coaster. Surprise was not a feeling amongst them. This is the natural progression of what we have seen from the left, from the enemy. You cannot tell people that a man is trying to assume a dictatorship role and remove your fundamental basic freedoms, that he wants to put you in camps, lock you up. And you cannot do that and then say, hey, let's tone this down. I was actually watching former Vice President Biden's speech, in which I don't believe he used the term assassination attempts, but I could be wrong. You can go and check the tape. And he was saying, I'm calling my friend Donald, and there's never a reason for this political violence. I sat there. I'm telling you, this is different from how it would have been. Take Obama, Romney. Take Barack Obama, McCain. Take George W. Bush, John Kerry, George Bush, Al Gore. If someone were to issue a statement like that in one of those races, you'd say, yeah, okay. In this case, I'm going, wait a second. You just called him a sucker and a liar and a criminal and a dictator. And that he wants to put black people back in chains, right? He wants to strip women of their rights. He wants to do away with the Constitution. You told people that this man was a convicted felon. By the way, clever move. Convict him of a felony that no one's actually been convicted of. Tell people that he's a criminal, that he's a danger, that he will end the country as we know it. And then say, but we need to dial down the temperature here. This should never happen. I talked about this the moment it happened. We used to have this ethical question, this quandary. If you could go back in time, would you kill baby Hitler? Now, the reason that it's an ethical dilemma is because, of course, you'd probably kill Hitler if you could go back in time and had a clear shot. But would you kill a baby? Juxtaposing the innocence of a baby at that point in time versus the evil that you know it will become, would you be able to kill baby Hitler? Here's why the question is not, if you could go back in time, would you kill adult Hitler? Because everyone would say yes. Every single person would say yes. What do you think happens when you say that you've got new adult Hitler right now? And what do you think happens when you say that everyone who supports him or has a red baseball cap is also a Hitler supporter? You've removed the baby component. There is no ethical quandary. Would you kill Hitler? Yes. He's Hitler. People who say that, and people who've been parroting that for years, don't get to ask you to not be pissed. They don't get to tell you to stop fighting like hell. They don't get to tell you to dial down that temperature. I tell you what, I will change my rhetoric and I will retract that these people are the enemy of the American people. And I mean the Washington, D.C. entertainment industry, media industrial complex. The moment every single person who has come out and made those accusations say, I was wrong. Hey, he's not a racist. He's not a sexist. He's certainly not a fascist or a Nazi. And his voters and supporters aren't. We do not have a contingency of racism in the GOP, as we've been saying. No one wants to commit a transgenocide. That's not true. When they do that, then you can be asked to tone down your temperature. Otherwise, it's just like Hamas raping and kidnapping people on the 7th and then demanding a ceasefire. So I don't ask you to tone it down at all. I don't believe that this is a time where we all come together as a country. If you think this is irresponsible, if you think I'm wrong, that's fine. You can let me know. I think that this is a time to fight like hell. I think it's a time to recognize that this has been going on for a long time. Before they try and take your life, they take your name. They tried it, didn't work with President Trump. They're still doing it with other people. Many of you, and including yours truly, recognize what is happening before it reaches that point. And recognize the active threat and who is your actual enemy.
Mhm.
If you, again, in your heart of hearts, know that you are not a racist, that you are not a sexist, that you are not a transgenicide, that you are not a transphobe, insert whatever phobe or is here. If you know that about yourself, and if you know that to be true about President Trump, or believe it to be true, but if you know it about yourself, anyone who you encounter who accuses you of being otherwise is your enemy. I hope I've been crystal clear.
Watch Louder with Crowder live Monday through Thursday.
You ain't entirely
Yeah,
wrong.
man. No, I personally couldn't have said it better myself. Like I said, I think we need to be done with turning the other cheek. You know,
The tolerance thing.
yeah,
not being
it
tolerant.
again, just like he said, Hamas is a great example, right?
Yeah.
They're over here, they're over there talking about fucking killing everybody in their own countries, and they're raping and fucking murdering and mutilating all across the world. Yet we have groups that are like, oh, we need to protect Palestine, we need to protect the Muslims, you're Muslimophobic or some fucking shit.
Islam.
They want us dead.
Yeah.
They tell
Yeah.
you they want you dead.
I have said that for the
Totally.
longest time now. Now people are starting to realize what we've been saying.
Yeah, and you know what? Crowder is right. Nowhere in any Bible does it say that
Yeah,
your
push the
personal
agenda.
protection, right, comes after somebody else's willingness or desire to fucking murder you, or enslave you,
Mhm.
or rape your daughter. Hey, it doesn't work. The multiculturalism shit does not work.
Nope,
Look at
it never
fucking
will.
Sweden. Look at fucking the UK. Look at Ireland. Fucking Germany. Pick a fucking country. Pick a fucking country. Okay? The US, Canada, doesn't matter. What's the first thing that happened when all of these illegals were led across the border? Innocent kids were fucking murdered or raped and murdered,
Mhm.
Or enslaved and taken to another country against your will.
or that.
Yep.
Again, they are creating this problem because they know that right off the hop, right? Yes, you're going to have the occasional fucking person who does like one of these immediate acts of barbarism, right?
Mhm.
Because this is just a Tuesday in their fucking country. But eventually you end up with what we had in South Side Edmonton, right? Back in 2002, where the gangs were all split up based on what country they were from,
Mhm.
right? And they were going around chopping people up with fucking machetes. Broad daylight.
Yeah.
Broad fucking daylight. And you know what? They're probably
Yeah,
still
and they're
to this day dealing with those
they're
fucking
starting to do
gangs
that in the
right
US.
now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They come together, and we see it right now in the UK. They're walking around with fucking knives and machetes and fucking screaming that they're gonna kill you all, and they're fucking raping people's children, they're butchering people. Hello, when do you start believing that what they're telling you and what they're doing is fucking real?
When it starts hitting you in the personal life.
Apparently, but then it's too late, right? When
No,
again,
it
this
is.
this whole division of basically the Western countries, the first world countries, which let's face it, we don't have first world countries anymore. We have at best second world countries going into third world countries, and it's based on city. It's based on which city you're in. Look at downtown Vancouver today. Tell me that that's an improvement. We used to have a strip in Vancouver called East Hastings, right? This was the ghetto street. This is where all the druggies were. This is where all the prostitutes were, was on East Hastings. East Hastings expanded. Now it's the whole fucking city. How's that an improvement? Where's my cultural enrichment, motherfucker? It's everywhere, everywhere, and it's by design.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's going you probably a bit off the fucking rails, but you know what? I got to give credit to
You got to give them credit though.
Corey.
In Britain, they're starting to
Oh,
destroy.
Well, that in Ireland they are.
They've tapped into their over there. The UK, they've tapped into their roots, man. They
Yeah, well,
disarmed
Ireland is.
everybody.
Yeah, well, of course, and
Is
they
that-
want that here
Yeah.
too.
Is that the firefighter?
Yes, this is Corey who was killed, and that's his wife. And I read today or this afternoon on Twitter that Joe Biden apparently tried calling her to give her his condolences and prayers and thoughts, but never really given a fuck. And she turned him down. So you know what? Kudos to her. Big round of applause. Tell him to go fuck himself.
They are telling this. They are telling our side, right wing or middle of the ground or no political people at all. Whoever's not on the left, they are trying their damnedest to get us to calm down right now because they know they're fixing to get a shitstorm.
Well, like I said, the Hell's Angels outlaw are all heading to fucking Milwaukee, where Trump's next, public event's gonna be.
Mhm.
God fucking help them if they fuck around, because they're not alone. Most people that are of the conservative side, they're going, and they're
They're the last
going
ones
to
on
make sure he's protected.
They know that they're fixing to open up a shitstorm that they cannot stop. And they're trying their damnedest to keep everybody cool by you just ignore it. Just no, peacetime.
Well, yeah,
No,
exactly.
not
Well, I mean,
this
it's like
time.
what they do here, dude.
Not this time.
There's no, sorry, outlaw. If you get on Twitter or X, whatever, you will find a compilation, right, of Canadian police beating the shit out of all the fucking civilians around, right? While telling them to keep it peaceful. Fuck you, motherfucker. You don't get a monopoly on violence. Fuck you. And that's all people need to do. Be like, you know what? You don't get a monopoly on violence anymore. The next trucker convoy
fuck around and find out.
protest. Yeah, the next trucker, like I said years ago when the trucker convoy started down in Ottawa, I asked one very simple question. Is everybody capable, or that is capable right now that's heading down there, are they armed? If the answer is no, you're fucking wasting your time. And hopefully they've learned their fucking lesson, and the next time they go down, you actually have an armed populace at your fucking capital telling your fucking police, not the politicians, your police, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking doing this a second time. We will fucking open up on you, and I don't care what your master thinks. We'll fucking take you on. Hopefully that happens, but until that happens, your words are fucking pointless. Pointless.
You've poked around. You're fixing to find out. I mean, when you push people around
Yeah,
for so
don't
long,
bother talking.
You can only poke the bear so much before the bear says, you know what? I'm bigger than you. I'm meaner than you. Fuck you. And then swipes your head off.
yeah, you are fixing to find out. I mean, you cannot keep poking the bear forever, man, and just keep getting used to it. You can't.
Oh,
You got
know
too
what?
comfortable to turn the other cheek. And as Mitchell said, it's about high time we stop turning that other cheek and just, tap into our inner bestial rage and show them what oppression really feels like.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing is, they know they can't take you.
But the
They
thing
know
about
that.
it,
No, not without the Stasi backing
but
them.
but the
Even
thing
with the
about it
Stasi.
is, the thing about this is, we haven't seen the full fallout of this yet. We may have just witnessed the birth of the next revolution in probably both countries, Canada and the U.S., because I understand there's a lot of Canadians pissed off about it too.
Well, dude, their solution here is to tax you again on something. Like, hey,
Pissed
you
off.
got a problem with our carbon tax? Let me tax you 2 more fucking times. Hey, I found the
Oh,
article
boy.
here from Twitter where, yeah, she denied the Biden phone call. So you know what? Kudos, baby.
What was that, Mitchell? 2 weeks?
What?
2 weeks ago, Saskatchewan.
2 weeks
Oh,
ago,
geez, I ain't ready for
Saskatchewan.
you.
Let me tell you all right now, and for those of you who were at my stream just a few hours ago, you met one motherfucker who's already openly admitted he wants more people dead.
Destiny.
Republicans.
Dude,
He
the-
wants more
the-
people dead.
these people of the fucking World Economic Forum, right? All their fucking like puppet people. They go to big conferences and talk about how they're going to get your population down. It's not for them. It's for you. That's for you, motherfucker. Just like taxes and fucking everything else and rules and laws. That's for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that ain't for
Rules
them.
for thee, not for me.
I mean, this side-by-side picture here kind of says it all, but
Says the authoritarian dictator.
That's part of the reason why they want to get rid of farmers too. Farmers are always free thinkers,
Y'all are
and
kind of the
just like
backbone.
they.
When
Yeah,
when you make DEI hires and you put just any old minority or woman in the position that they don't need to be in, that's what this is. They want to put people in there as a built-in excuse. That's what a diversity hire is. Then you get bullshit like you seen the other day. And I still think, personally, it was partly they're lying to us about
Yep,
everything.
they want to make them interchangeable like walk blocks.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, of course, but again, you know what? I wouldn't even. I would even give them that basically
Oh, you didn't give me nothing.
credit anyway. But we've seen how they react under pressure. Not that again, we probably would have some of the same reactions. Some of us would, but it's less likely. You know what I mean? It is way less likely that this would have happened. If you put up the same scenario, for a fact nobody would have got close to Joe Biden with a fucking rifle.
Yep.
Especially
No.
not to 150 yards for 4 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever it was that people were yelling out. This motherfucker's climbing a building with a gun. He's right there.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you
That
what.
motherfucker would have been nuked from orbit.
My
Nuked from
patience,
fucking orbit.
my patience for these
Guaranteed he's got 10
motherfuckers ran
people
out.
running
My
notice.
patience for these motherfuckers started running out in 2015 when they told us you can't have the Confederate flag on a Dodge Charger anymore at car shows. My patience
Because it
ran out.
offended some of the black folk.
Yeah, my patience ran out when the election was clearly stolen in 2020. My patience has already been ran out for these motherfuckers.
As
Just
it should have
saying.
been.
I'm just saying. It's been gone. I don't have
Yeah,
patience for these
And it's
people.
understandable, too.
It
Canadians
is. It
and
really
Americans
is.
alike,
Equality,
dude,
they
we all
practice
grew up with the Confederate
tolerance, but-
flag.
Yeah. It was
When
never
you
a sign of
came-
racism.
When
At least
you
I didn't
came
know it to
into when you came into my neck of the woods and told me that I can't fly a Confederate flag at a NASCAR event anymore because some fucking guy named Bubba Wallace was told that a noose rope was in the garage and he might be in danger of racism.
Yeah, it
And
was all
suddenly
fucking
That
staged.
wasn't even a fucking noose. That was a goddamn fucking rope thingy. It's in
suddenly
the same goddamn
NASCAR
in every fucking garage.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
NASCAR, being the corporation that it is,
PU
willing to flip its back and
That's why
just
you
just,
ain't got no.
stick its tongue out and wag its tail at its corporate overlords, telling the NASCAR fans to go suck a fat fucking dick. I was done and didn't have no patience for them then.
What's up,
I didn't
K-Dog?
have patience for them then, Jay. I don't have patience for these scumbags.
guys, and then
Here's a
the-
fucking here's a
the-
great example right here of how they
the
think,
history
man.
of the NASCAR, and I saw that Outlaw. That was nuts.
They took the General Lee off TV because it may offend a few black people who don't like fucking Confederate flags. Then they took NASCAR the way that it used to be away because it might offend some mixed colored guy that ain't even black, that was born in a white and a black family.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
I was done with their bullshit then. They hated me because of my skin color and because I'm a Southerner anyway.
To quote a good man, amen, brother.
Yeah, and then in 2020, when they clearly stole the election and lied to me and insulted my intelligence and millions of Americans all around this country, I was done with their shit then.
Hey, did you see
I was
the
done with this shit
fucking
about 15 years ago, but
did you see the fucking the I think it was a CNN or an NBC fucking news reporter who was doing a like a on the street fucking report, and right behind them they filmed some chick stuffing ballots into the fucking box. It was fucking hilarious. It totally
do
wasn't
kinda
fucking
remember
rigged
that.
though.
Every time
Oh my
that
God.
I didn't.
every time that
I knew it
cocksucker
was going to
gets-
be rigged from the get-go.
every time that cocksucker gets on my goddamn TV and sits there and spouts his nonsense.
I got to see
about,
the follow up
we,
to the last
we,
election.
we need to be more American. We need to no, homie, no. We're done. We're
The
done.
late night ballot stuffers.
We're done, homie. Look, you can't convince me or anybody else. Oh shit.
Was were, motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's your pronouns.
Look, you can't convince me that this man's running this country. Don't believe a fucking word.
Dude, he's not even coherent on his best fucking days.
No.
Okay?
he's not.
The days they got him pumped full of drugs, you want to know when Joe Biden is on his best fucking speaking days? It's when they've got a mask on somebody else that makes him look sort of like Joe
Homie.
Biden, but it isn't him. That's
When
his
he
best
can stand
speaking
up.
days.
Homie,
Yeah.
when he first took Oval Office and they tried
They're
to
running
lock
the
this
AI.
Look,
himself.
when he first took Oval Office and they tried to lock this whole country
cover-
down and the rest of the world down, by the way, I hope people remember that with short-term memory loss. Remember how they all tried to take your jobs from you? Yeah, remember how they tried to make you wear the mask and take your boosters, and they lied to you.
For the
every
people
single
around you. You got to think of the people around you.
You got to think about the elderly and the other folks who don't want to be sick. Fuck you. How about that? That's my answer to your
Yeah.
problem. Fuck you.
That was my answer. God damn it.
I was done with their bull crap then, trying to scare the
Right.
whole world into compliance with
Yeah.
a fucking mask, and
I've
almost
always
got
had
my
my
ass
opinion.
beat over it.
Every day I was forced to wear a mask.
I don't know if
Everybody
you guys
around me
can
was
read
just
that.
miserable.
But it says political violence is never acceptable. Justin Trudeau, unless you're holding an unacceptable view.
Mm.
See what I mean? They just want the monopoly on it. That's as true as it ever fucking gets, right there.
Hey Mitchell,
That is
have
as
you ever
true as it-
seen his tattoos? Have you ever seen his new one?
Trudeau's? Is it a cock? Because he's more of a fucking fag than any fag I know.
Yeah.
And remember, as a black trans lesbian,
No.
I can say that. Fag.
No, it's
Dude,
fake Harada.
I know your
It's
country's
what?
tired of it.
British Columbia native Harada tattoo. It's fake.
It's
It's
fake.
Done by a Harada native. He had it done and altered, like
Here.
yeah, by a fucking tattoo artist. The
Hey,
same with
here's
a tattoo on his left or his right forearm, inner forearm, to say he's one of the people. What a fucking
Oh.
joke!
yeah. Here's Justin Trudeau's security,
Oh,
right?
God, I'm about to
Uh,
jump.
running over people with horses that they've told to be nonviolent. There you go. If a picture could say 1,000 words, there it is. Oh, by the way, this person in the red is an old lady in a fucking walker. They ran her over.
Oh
first.
yeah, it was the old lady they knocked over that was in the walker.
Yeah.
They know that the mass of people are going to uprise against them eventually. They're trying their best to try to calm the herd. Remember, I keep saying a few days ago, even the herd is dangerous when you spook them. A herd of cattle is dangerous when you spook them if you're in their vicinity. Same thing with the.
They can't stop
room
it with the
temperature.
networking now.
Exactly.
All they can do is delay it.
When you spook the herd out here, you know, and I know we talk a lot about how they're NPCs and all, but look, when you spook the herd in numbers, you're fixing to be in very grave danger.
You don't want to stampede; those are bad.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, and you don't want to be in front of them when they do.
Yeah, don't poke the bear. Don't pet the buffalo.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I
trying
mean,
their best to pet us and to calm us down. And hey, man, Trump, you know that was just a mistake, homie. You know that we're not trying to rile you up. You know, calm down. Let's rub your shoulders. You know that's what they're doing.
I mean, let's face it. They've got people on with we
look majestic.
Agreements. Well, they've got people with. Sorry, go ahead. No, he's not hearing me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
They've got people so convinced that this delusion that they're running on, right? It is basically just the straight up fucking truth that when these women went on to the whatever podcast or wherever the whole I choose the bear over running into a guy in the woods, these women actually believe that was a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't very bright.
Again, it should have been a joke, but let's be honest. There are women
They weren't
who actually think that's a good idea.
They weren't joking. That's
they weren't
problem.
joking.
They were dead serious. Oh God, I'm gonna die. God damn it.
Any of us that have ever even witnessed a bear up close, even the smallest of black bears, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would destroy you.
You're probably not winning this one. You know what I mean? You're probably not winning this one.
You gonna die. You gonna die bad. That thing gonna maul you until you start moving. If you're lucky, it might not eat you. It might just leave you for dead.
Hey, you know what? Because
bears kill for sport, believe it or not.
Oh, they absolutely
go
will.
ahead, step out in front of a freight train, see what happens.
Oh God.
Yeah. You might as well take on the fucking train. Go ahead.
It's like moose. Yeah, they look like moose and deer. Yeah, they look majestic, but you get close enough, and that thing doesn't know you. It's gonna fucking kill you.
Except one will flatten you and one will eat you.
Yeah, but the outcome is going to be exactly the same.
Yeah,
let's face it.
Your
odds of coming out on top are very fucking low.
Food source. If there's an available food source in the spring, story, then look out.
Even if you
because
do like the
will
survival specialists say and cover your fucking neck and huddle up in a ball and all that shit, it's still gonna cause damage. You'd be lucky to come out alive.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Chaos. I personally have dealt with, and seen and been around lots of fucking bears, okay? The absolute last thing I'm doing when it comes to either one of them, brown bear, black bear, Kodiak, fucking doesn't matter, is fucking lying down on the ground, man. That's the last thing I'm doing.
Yeah,
remember, I ain't got to outrun the bear. I just got to outrun you.
Exactly.
But I also, when I go out into areas where I'm out in
personally
the wilderness,
have come across black bear before, and
it's not fun.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I was gonna say fuck, I've lost my train of thought. Like when I go out into the wilderness, especially if it's like a hike or something, I go armed. I'm not bringing bear mace. I'm not bringing fucking
You have
flares, which I just
Oh my
found
God.
out was a new thing. There's flares now for bears. I ain't bringing that.
Yeah.
I am bringing
Yeah, I don't
a
think that's
a
Yeah,
really
I have
shotgun
a
with
fucking
slugs
gun.
and buckshot.
Sit the fuck
Yeah,
up
or a
if you did it.
rifle. Yeah, and you know what? I don't even think then my odds are that great because there are some monsters out there that, like, some of our large caliber rifles don't really fucking phase. Let's be honest. And again, like, I've stumbled upon bears, and like the black bear was the most common one in Alberta and Newfoundland, right? So me and my ex-fiance were out, just fucking checking out her dad's northern field one day, and we
Is
turned
that what they
around.
call it?
Yeah, okay, so we went and fooled around, but we were just checking out the field, and we were at the top of a hill, and as big as the hill's gotten in middle fucking Alberta, and behind us was a tree line. We heard some rustling, turned around, and about 8 feet away is Mrs. fucking black bear standing up on her 2 legs, looking at us chewing.
You got a stalker.
Now, again, she wasn't in a panic to fucking attack us, and she wasn't startled by us. Just stood there looking at us. And you know what? That bear stood at about 6.5 feet tall for a black bear. That's fucking big. And I ain't gonna win.
No.
That bitch is fucking 2 of her legs outweighs
I'm
me
gonna
and
say
out
this.
muscle
I'm
mass
gonna say this
twice over.
just for the crowd.
I don't know. It might go easy on you because you got diabetes.
I
and
was
it's
hiking
selling.
in BC on the way back to Calgary, and I had nothing on me. And what was it? Made my way back through some hills to a hot springs, like on the BC somewhere. There were some hot
Fraser
springs.
Valley
Anyways,
area?
I wouldn't admit this to anybody else other than tonight, but CKB saved my life. Fucking cologne. I sprayed the inside of my, I had to hollow out a sleeping bag, and it was nuts and stupid, and I heard rustling all night. I got 4 hours of sleep, but cologne saved my life. There you go. There's my story.
Well, let's say your options when dealing with the bears: either cover your neck and huddle up into a ball, or
Okay, but
stand
that's
up
for
tall, spread your arms out, and start making a lot of fucking noise, and hope your noise scares it enough to not fuck with you anymore.
Okay, but here's the thing. Bears are actually very
Yeah.
inquisitive.
Yeah.
They like to explore and see what
Make
things
yourself-
are, and
Mm-hmm.
being big and scary works for black bears. They say the fetal position works for the brown bears and grizzlies, right? Or Kodiaks. As far as I know, nothing works for Kodiaks. That's a whole load of bullshit. And for polar bears,
Yeah, but it
nothing
doesn't
works
work
for
for
them
cougars
too.
and grizzlies.
It also doesn't work for cougars. No.
Sorry,
And the
Ron.
thing is,
No,
The
polar
way
bears, you're a
cougars-
fucking pork.
Sorry, Red
Yeah,
Bull, I know you can't guard yourself from cougars.
yeah, no, there's lots of cougars up here, but again, we're going way out the fucking southern field. Wolves are also fucking terrifying, especially when you're out in the bush trying to sleep in your little tent with your fucking sleeping bag. The one fucking event where I went toe to toe with the wolves that were circling around
Yeah,
our
they fucking talk
campsite.
to each other.
Yeah, I fucking fired indiscriminately and I don't give a fuck. I know I hit 2 of them. I didn't give a fuck. I'm not waiting for them to come in so I can see them. I don't care if it is some stupid motherfucker out there making wolf sounds or a group of them. I'll kill them too. Okay? I fired blindly and they fucked off. Good enough.
No,
we ain't
just
having,
run
like,
around with the
Gray
road flow and
moment
start
here.
pissing on shit. That usually works,
Yeah.
especially after you've been drinking.
Yeah, good idea. That was the scariest. Honestly, I've seen bears of almost all shapes. I haven't seen any Kodiaks and I haven't seen any polar bears. I have been like face to face with black bears. I've seen lots of grizzlies. The cougars are the most terrifying ones, to be honest with you. Cougars are fucking terrifying because if you don't run into them, right, like face to face, and
Yeah,
they're
relentless when they
looking
have
to
cubs
attack.
too.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's when you really don't want to run into them. But cougars are terrible because of the simple fact is they hide away and wait for you to walk by, and then they pounce on your fucking back with those goddamn razor blades that they call fucking claws, which might as well be short fucking daggers. Okay? They claw out your fucking kidneys and try to fucking break your neck. They don't do the face-to-face confrontation very often. Like you said, they got cubs around and you're near the den. They usually wait for you to walk by and then they fucking pounce.
Yep, they get you from behind on your neck, cover that so you can't fight, and then they drag you off and eat you.
That's how I used to be when I was a straight white man. Think about it.
Yep.
Anyway, we went completely out the fucking gold rush.
I've heard, and this is just a rumor I've heard over the years, is like key to keeping them off of you. Like if you just spray your boots when you're going even for a hike, just big cat urine works.
Oh, yeah, I don't use that, but hey, man, the old guy that got attacked there a couple years ago down in Victoria, there, he used a folding fucking like Swiss Army pocket knife. The fucking thing was on his back, doing its thing, right? Like I said, trying to claw out your fucking kidneys and bite down on your neck. And he took that little blade and managed to stab that fucker to death behind him. And that was an old dude, but lots of kids on the island have actually been murdered by fucking cougars and dragged off. Lots. It's really bad down there, especially for that shit.
Yeah.
Over there, anyway. I can't remember what. I think it's India. No, it's where they got those little monkeys running around and shit. They sit there and drag kids off and eat them.
That may be in India.
It's wherever they got monkeys living amongst the people too.
Yeah, those are the what are they, howler monkeys or something?
Howler monkeys, yeah, they like to get in packs.
No, they were baboons, I think. Yeah, they like to pack up.
Oh my god, I am watching
too, when they get when they get into a feeding situation.
Dude, did somebody actually take a cop's gun while he wasn't looking? And then fucking brandish? Yeah, I'm watching this video. This guy pulls out a cop's gun from his holster on his belt while he's talking to somebody, and then fucking goes in front of him and points it at him. I hope that's fucking staged.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I really hope that's staged because I don't see that ending well. I really don't.
There's people that are bold enough to do stupid shit like that, though.
Well,
you see people getting up at cops' face. I mean, I remember a time where you got into a cop's face and that was it for you.
Yeah. I remember a time where you wouldn't even think about doing that.
Yeah.
But again, we lived in different times, right?
I know the consequences doing stupid shit like that. They'd slam you to the ground, handcuff you, and give you the old what's his name treatment.
The smackdown, the fucking smackdown. You get the
who's that dude? That black dude that was all hopped up on PCP and shit, and got the shit beat out of him.
Floyd?
No.
Oh. Back in the day,
I don't want to misquote anybody or say anything stupid, but my my grandpa and my uncle used to hunt, and I remember once hearing them bear gall outside of the cabin to keep other animals. So don't quote me, but I mean,
Yeah, I
I'd be
mean the
talking to
gallbladder's pretty
natives. Like,
stinky. Gallbladder's pretty stinky.
yeah,
Again, I don't ever remember fucking it being a good idea to fucking leave like animal entrails or carcasses near your campsite or fucking cabin. You usually remove all that, especially the entrails and stuff. You remove that from wherever if you're taking it back to the cabin. You basically gut it where it's shot, right? But removing the gallbladder you do because of the spoilage that can happen right after the animal dies, right? That thing just starts leaking poison into the fucking meat.
yeah, but bear gall makes sense, right? Like even
Well,
out of mating season.
oh,
But
probably.
I never bothered to ask my grandpa or my uncle about it.
Probably. Either way, gentlemen, we've definitely gone off in the weeds right now. But if you guys were ever considering,
Yeah, I kind of went off in the weeds there. Sorry, guys.
if you guys were ever considering getting a mug from Mug Club, now would be the good time, and definitely show Crowder and them their support and help them send the big fat check to the family of Corey who was killed there, and hopefully the live stream won't be struck down because I played his video because the YouTube hates him too.
Well, if you
Right.
did, then this one will too, because I was live streaming, and so someone said you were live streaming, and I've been live streaming this whole time, and
Yeah, but it was a charity thing, so
Yeah. Oh,
so we'll find out. You might find out before me, because I'll probably still be live streaming.
yeah. I gotta be honest with you, man. We have seriously lost our fucking way in this world.
what are you
I
playing
don't
later,
think
Kia?
we. I don't know if he's gonna answer you.
What? I'm sorry. I did
What are you playing?
Elden Ring.
Gay. Where's Riggs?
I'm a
Yay!
fucking game, dude.
I tried playing WoW this morning before the fucking got too hot,
I'm in.
and the computer got too hot. Fuck!
Oh,
Look,
you
another great beam.
cunt.
Another great beam. Check it out. Oh, I tell you, man, the internet has gone crazy.
You got a
with the
dehydrator
memes.
in your basement, Chris?
No, those fuckers are expensive, man.
You ain't wrong about that. Could be another
actually-
gun control narrative.
Just
too.
get an old one.
Yeah, you can pick up a used one for fairly cheap, a dehydrator.
Just get an old
Now,
rotary.
everybody's now picking up the freeze dryers. Fuck, now there's expensive, man. Like $6,000 to $9,000 fucking dollars for a dehydrator.
Yeah,
Holy Jesus! And apparently, it pulls as much power as a fucking arc welder.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my god! And you got to run it for like fucking 8 hours.
really?
Yeah. It's not a cheap process, man. But
What in the hell? That's got to be on the
personally-
320 switch.
okay.
That's fucked.
Now we've been talking a lot of gardening and stuff in fucking the Chaos's Discord there, right? And this year, like I said, I fucked up my garden by putting in this hot fucking compost, right? But I watched a lot of videos on gardening and gardening tips and shit like that, right? I spend a lot of time on YouTube, maybe way too much. But I watch, like, I try to be as efficient as I can, just like everybody else who wants to grow exactly all of what they need, right? And I watched one video where a guy was talking about like the 5 or 10 things you don't want to grow in your garden because they take up too much space or they're super cheap and plentifully available and shit like that. And one of them was corn. Now I don't have a small garden, but I don't have a huge one either. I can put 250 ears of or corn stalks in a spot that is about 12 square feet, right? Maybe 14 square feet. And he was like, "Oh, corn is one you definitely don't want to plant because it takes up too much space and it's too cheap." Well, an ear of corn
250
now,
years?
no,
That's tight.
250 corn stalk, like corn. around 250 of them. I plant them about 4 inches apart instead of the field standard 8, right? But anyway, right now to go buy an ear of corn at Walmart, it's just under $1. And before this summer is over, it will be over $1, right? So yeah, I gotta say that out of all this, of course, and I gotta say, like, out of all of the fucking things he recommended, some of them I didn't even recognize, right? But out of all the recommendations, I have to say that that's the worst one. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of space to actually get a bunch of corn in there, and if each stalk is going to give you roughly, they say between 1 and 3, but really it's like between 2 and 3. Usually it's 2, right? For every stalk, it's 2. Hey man, that 12 square feet just planted me more corn than me and Michael and Lisa can eat in the fucking year. So I went and planted fucking like 27 more square feet. Fuck it. I have 3 sets of corn in now. So I got my first set, which is about 2.5, 3 feet tall.
And you burnt the space. Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, well, I've got the space, right? Again, I understand if you don't have the space, you don't have the space. But I am trying to put in, because like I said, a bunch of our other stuff, right down to tomatoes, all fucking died or got stunted to the point where they are just not viable, right? Like, I've got a tomato plant that's 2 months old now, and it's 4 inches tall when it should be 4 feet tall. That's how fucked up this compost, fucked my beds, essentially, right?
Where in the fuck are you getting your fertilizer from? That's
well,
what
that
I'm
was
asking.
compost. It was compost, not fertilizer. Compost. I picked it up at the landfill in Salmon Arm because that's where they generally like hold stuff like that, right? But it's supposed to be aged and it's supposed to be okay. Put right in your garden.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fucked everything.
There's your problem.
Yeah.
No,
and
no, not.
Sorry.
You heard me though before, right? The reverse copper line on a 4-foot stick and stick it in the 4 corners of your garden. It'll act like a super fertilizer, and it'll draw nutrients. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah.
Are we talking witchcraft? Are you a witch? I don't know. Like I've never tried it. Honestly, after what happened this year, I'm so fucking desperate to get my garden back to the way it was before I put anything in it that I will fucking do witchcraft. I will even sacrifice something. I got a nice big stump right in the center of my garden where a tree used to be that I was going to put like a herb box around. it can be doubled up as a sacrificial altar, man. I'm in. If it works, I'm in. I'll fucking try anything. I got 2 cats that need to go to heaven.
Well, yeah,
And
people
Oh, shit.
we're programmed not to listen to the truth, right?
Hey,
those poor cats alone, you savage.
fuck you, Chaos. They're demons. All right. I'm open.
Well, it's not their fault. They take after their owner.
What's up, Shinobi Wan?
Hey, Shinobi, how you doing?
Wan. And in another country that's run by fucking
Shinobi.
liberal nut jobs.
Oh,
Respects cats though, unlike you.
No, he has goats and ducks.
But he also respects cats.
Hey, I can respect a cat if it's going to hunt the fucking mice. Okay? All my cats do is stand around and eat and fucking try to fuck the neighbor's cats.
Well, you gotta get them neutered.
I respect the cat when it hunts the mice.
Yes.
No.
Nermal here.
That's outside of nature. We
He's
have to
proved
follow
to
nature.
be a good spider killer as well.
Yeah, actually, ours likes to fucking like chase down flies and
That's cool.
stuff.
I haven't seen that for a long.
I'm glad he does,
Okay.
because the unfortunate part though is I find these fuckers, and I'm fairly arachnophobic. I do not like spiders at all. They
Because
just
they're natural.
outright they just creep me the fuck out.
What?
I can't.
Spiders are awesome.
I get around them, and especially when they jump. When they jump, you will hear me scream like a cheerleader about to get raped.
All they want is heat and a place to fucking snag food.
Yeah, I
Spiders are
made
awesome.
a verbal contract with the spiders here. It's like, I know you
They're-
exist. I
they're
know you
like
live
the
within my walls.
Least
I
of
don't like
humanity.
you. And here's the deal: if I see you, I will kill you. So stay within the walls, and you will live to see another day. And unfortunately, I've had to put down quite a few spiders because they don't want to listen to my rules. All I gotta do is listen. No, they want to jump down next to me while I'm taking a shower and
It's
shit.
funny too with
Freak me the
spiders.
fuck out.
The ones we think that are the least. Yeah, the ones we think that are the least deadly are actually the most. One bite can kill like 10 men.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
And they're like the least effective.
And that's why I hate spiders. Yeah, because their mouths are too small to actually penetrate our skin.
But they can't.
Look,
The way
Oh yeah,
I love
they
this.
could.
Look at this. Fuck this asshole. That's some other dude fucking with his wife. Look at that. Look at that cuck. Look at that dirty cuck face.
Oh yeah, the dance instructor who was boning her behind his back.
I don't even know if it was behind his back.
The
But she didn't have to
Hunkachunka.
go behind
That
his
looks
back.
like Pop.
Oh my god.
Bruh,
It could be his pants.
bruh.
That kind of has Pop's body right there.
Who
yo.
gives a shit?
Oh
He's
my
on camera
God.
on mic with blue hair.
Did y'all modeling
What a
Pop
bitch.
do this? Jesus Christ.
That's it. I gotta send this to Blake and be like, was this Pops?
No. That's-
Have we broke the internet?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Punisher. That was
Is this,
Talk shit
is this-
some more,
is this-
motherfucker.
this is Pop in the background.
Talk
Night on
shit
the
some
town.
more, motherfucker.
Oh, I so hate that fucking dude. I would like to,
It's
dude.
hard not. He makes it really hard not to.
Well, I mean, and that's his goal, I guess. But punching that motherfucker, like Indy said it best there a while back. Everybody's got a fucking plan until they get punched in the fucking face.
Yes.
I believe it was a quote from Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the fucking face. And
Yeah.
that motherfucker needed a punch in the face long ago.
Especially
like
after what he
Trudeau.
said tonight. Especially after what he said right there. He
Yeah.
only says that because
Can you
he-
believe
he-
that shit?
there's nobody there standing with him when he's saying that shit. He's
Yes.
free to say it online.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
well,
I can
keyboard
believe it.
warriors, right?
I can believe it because, like I said in my stream numerous times, these people have had 8 years at least to marinate and stew in their hatred. And this is just the manifestation of them getting progressively bolder because they're not being held accountable for their bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't turn any more cheeks. They fucking strike, you strike back fucking harder.
Yep.
Go
Show 'em what
with
oppression
God, my
really
friend.
feels like.
Yeah, let them be afraid of the monster they claim you are. Okay, I am 100% behind that because again, like I said
Yep.
today on your stream, Outlaw, it is better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The upside is gun prices went up again here.
Yeah, I can't wait till Tyson cleans his ass.
Huh.
What
Nope.
you think you could convince Destiny to go in the ring with Tyson? I'd pay to see that.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking.
Yeah, you know what? I'll
No,
go in
no,
the
no,
ring
no,
with
no.
Trudeau any fucking day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the
No,
fucking week.
fucking Prime Boy Extra, whatever, the lower brother.
Who?
Fucking what was it?
Oh, okay.
On a case of
This is what's going on
What
in
was it?
Ireland.
Ty-
God
what
bless
did
the
Tyson have
Irish.
when they called it.
I
Or
think they've
something.
finally had enough of the bullshit too.
Yeah, they're burning down all that fucking refugee shit that they're trying to build. Good. Burn the fucking refugees too. There you go. Okay. They're not refugees. They're men of fighting age because they're here
Yeah.
to take your
Yeah.
fucking country
Fuck.
by
They're here to
force.
take their
And you're
country.
you're disarmed, motherfucker. So you need to watch your ass. But yeah, God
Oh,
Uncle's
what the
looking back to take their 7-Eleven. Who
yeah,
cares?
take back your 7-Elevens.
Oh hell, I am trapped.
Fuck you, my friend. This is my 7-Eleven.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, no fuck you.
Yeah, at
Oh,
least
look at this.
somebody's revolting. Can't
I
get
mean, they're
happy.
revolting. in
Honestly, I
countries.
hope
You just gotta search.
Tyson
The
gets
problem is
some
you gotta
big-
search high and low to find shit because
Yeah.
their medias are censoring this shit. Remember when fucking China was having their little, they had a little mini revolution there. People were recorded on the streets waving the U.S. flag and all that crap, and that disappeared real quick because their media didn't want it getting out. They didn't want China. They didn't want everybody to know that China was a fucking communist dictatorship.
Yeah.
You know what is really sad about China is they still held on to their traditions, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
Some of
were,
them.
yeah, but they were
just like
incredibly
everything
resourceful
else.
people.
Feed
And-
everybody, feed the populace through a vending machine.
Yeah,
and hope they accept it.
That's in the cities. I mean, like
they've been
urban
doing
areas-
it forever.
Yeah, it's only recently though that they've given
Yeah, but
away
they're
their
spineless.
traditions. And now Xi Jinping is fucking like running the goddamn place into the ground. That's a more recent event. They've yes, I agree
Yeah,
with
fucking
this guy.
ping
Destiny
pong's
is
feeding them
pathetic.
all soy and rice crackers, and they're all brainwashed.
Damn it.
Well, no, I mean they're not all brainwashed. It's just they know that they have no
Well,
fucking.
welcome to the new America.
They have no strength anymore.
Yeah. They
they've
don't
been
have.
broken.
It's been
They're
broken
broken.
and beaten and bred out of them.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
hey, look what I found. Look what I found, Outlaw. This is the one, right?
yeah, but
No.
Chris, you know,
Trump. Fuck the people
Army.
that support him. Fuck it.
An
Fuck
army?
the dude. The firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%. Fuck it. Fuck the dude.
Fuck
The
you,
firefighter
asshole.
guy.
Fuck him. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I'd say fuck him in the ass, but he likes that.
And here's the thing: when people say fucked up shit like that,
Oh,
believe them.
let's throat.
Believe them.
Yeah.
Believe them. They are
We lost
being
Emmy.
upfront with you.
When did we lose Hemi?
Lost him a long time
Sorry,
ago.
Hemi. God damn. Don't
He's
even
old.
say
He can't
goodbye.
hang no more. Yeah, I know, right?
He's
When
almost
they
as bad
say
as
that
that
fuck-
rude outlaw guy.
Sure, I know.
When they say that fucked up shit, believe them. Take them at their word because that's coming from their heart. That's them really saying that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's sad, it is really sad because this was all part of the plan. You know what I mean? Like our division that we have is all part of someone else's plan to fucking divide us and destroy us if necessary. You know what I mean? Like right now, and I've stated this many times, like we've had, I've said it before, like during the fucking COVID bullshit, right? Which was nothing but a big fucking scam and a way to fucking poison people and transfer wealth, which is nothing short of what it was. We had people, my neighbors down the street, that were chomping at the fucking bit to turn people in, their own neighbors, to Justin Trudeau's fucking gulag fucking goons. Okay? Chomping at the bit. They could not wait until they fucking made it official.
Stop buying Asian products. Stop buying or stop using your debit card for purchases. Take out cash. And number 3, don't fucking vote.
I mean, fucking, what's there to vote for? Honestly, our fucking politicians are nothing but fucking
Exactly.
cons and fucking cowards.
A recycled Frenchman?
Yeah, cons and fucking cowards. That's all they are.
Blade.
They
Well,
need to
yeah,
be
it's
fucking
been a bouncing game
kicking
back
out.
and forth. Yeah.
As your
Yeah.
emperor, I will fix that because I will be dissolving all the government.
Liberals. Come on, Chris, say it with me. Liberals, New Democrats, and what the fuck is the other one? Conservatives?
The conservatives
They've
and the NDPs. They're all fucking in the same goddamn clubs, man. Like I said, no matter which side you're on,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. There's them and there's us. That's
Yeah,
it.
they're just trying to balance the scale that can never be balanced.
Exactly. And it keeps
Yes,
us
sir.
divided.
Agreed.
Right? Keep us good and divided. I mean, right now I couldn't rally 3 fucking people together to
Mitchell for
fucking
president.
do a goddamn president, emperor, motherfucker. There ain't gonna be no president. That's for pussies. I want to be an emperor.
Oh, come on, man. No. Oh, no. We on, man.
What?
We need to team up with the U.S.
No, I'm gonna free them too.
Seriously?
I'm gonna liberate the U.S. too.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Chris for emperor.
There you go. Get on board. You know what I'm gonna do? First day with the crown is the government that is gone. That includes all the fucking taxes that go with it. Do I have your support now?
No,
Guess
you have
what?
to prove it.
I'm not getting involved in your fucking life.
Like, we need Pike Actually, yeah,
He's cutting out pretty
I'll
bad.
talk to some people. We'll get some pikes.
There you go. Well, there's-
Okay, dog.
like,
That was probably
we
the
are
nastiest thing I've
Yeah.
ever.
we
I've
are
ever seen
definitely
one.
going to be getting rid of a lot of criminals in our government, right? And they're going to pay the traitor's price. So,
Might as well make an example, right?
are you kidding?
Yeah.
We're going to have a big event. It's going to be like hot dogs and hangings and face paintings for the kids and, fucking t-shirts. Wait, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? If you don't
we
vote
can
for
hand
me,
out
you're
tomato.
not black.
$5 a facing.
Dunk Trudeau and piranhas. Only $5 a shot.
Please.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
exactly.
damn it.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Let's face it. These people are fucking terrible.
God damn it, God damn it, God damn it.
God damn it, indeed.
They're beyond terrible. They don't even recognize their own mistakes.
It's
What's
not a
up,
mistake.
Smiles? Welcome to the
It's not a
stream.
mistake. It's on purpose, man.
They keep
This is-
Oh, yeah,
it's
this is all
deliberate.
done on purpose.
Yeah, it's all deliberate. They know what they're doing.
Hmm?
They're not idiots. You're the idiot.
Yeah, Chaos, I'm
They think you're the idiot.
spoken.
Look how far they've gotten. I mean, who's to say? Can you honestly say they're wrong?
No, they just
Yeah.
kind of mold the rules and changed them as they kind of went along. That's the only way they
Right.
could do it. But
But
Yeah.
you accepted these rules. You've accepted.
oh, it
this.
was at the
This-
threat of
this-
violence.
Yeah, but they
And
never
again-
they never last. It's only
Again-
the
That
left.
was the problem. It was at the threat of violence.
They say that generally these civilizations or government fucking bodies generally only last about 250 years. Just so you know, I think you guys are at year 248.
Yeah, we're there.
You're
Yeah, I heard-
lockstep.
Yeah, if we would have
Yeah.
kept the commies and socialists out of our own backyard, we would have lasted longer.
Oh,
No.
guys, here's the other one I wanted to play for you guys. This is fucking
So I'm-
great.
So I'm out here on a ride. So I'm out here on a
sounds like
ride.
Alex
I've been on the road for the
Jones.
last couple of hours. I go inside the bar to see that somebody just tried to assassinate.
Damn it, I thought
Trump.
we were gonna play
Yeah.
video.
Oh,
So next
never
time they
mind.
tell you that conservatives are crazy, I want you to remember, nobody tried to assassinate Biden. Nobody tried to assassinate Obama. And they just made a martyr out of Trump. He'll absolutely get elected. He will 100% get elected because you Democrats have lost your fucking minds. I'm out.
Yeah, man.
So I'm out here on a ride.
Look, they still. That's how you know that even though it was an organic shooting, it was still slightly staged because they haven't given you all of the information about it. And the fact is, they couldn't afford to allow Trump to be a martyr like that.
Oh, God damn it.
That's how you know that this was not staged in the way that
That leads me
they
back
were.
to my first
It was an organic shooting, but the fact of the matter is they still lied about the details
a lot.
for whatever
right off the
reason.
hop. Right
Yeah.
off the hop. They said like, oh, it's a fucking, it's a
There's
fucking
fireworks. Or
fireworks
something.
or some loud noises. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he
Oh,
cut
it's
his
just a
ear
bunch
on
of
the
loud
floor.
Show.
noises. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They knew damn good and well.
I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take.
Yeah, they played it down immediately. Within an hour, they had
I mean, I know y'all had to have seen the video of the lady holding up the Biden Free Palestine sign standing behind Trump.
Well, I think
Nobody
it was,
did anything.
I know
Brandon
y'all had to see.
Trueblood. I think it was Brandon Trueblood that put on there. Nobody on the major news networks was covering that right after it happened. Like CNN, ABC, NBC,
Because
on
their
YouTube.
enemy
On
got
YouTube.
They
wasn't
waited till
covered.
about an hour afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, look at how many fucking channels got their fucking videos struck down or their channel fucking suspended.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't streamed in forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my fucking the live stream when I was playing Crowder's thing there because I was watching to see if it would, put the
Get
channel on
struck
like a
down.
warning. Well, that it would put it on a warning, right?
Mhm.
And I'm looking through the details, trying to figure out like where I fucking go to find that shit. And somehow I have 2 strikes on my channel in the last 48 days. How the fuck did that happen?
Old streams that they went through.
Yeah, look.
Yep, you say that. Let me check mine real quick.
'Cause they were going through a bunch of my old videos doing that shit.
Yeah, let's see if I got it.
that
This is
hurt.
from August 3rd of 2022. What the
Chris.
fuck?
Holy shit.
Oh, sorry, it's
Thanks,
2
Chris.
strikes
Chris,
in the
have you
last
tried the
28
Wim Hof
days.
thing yet?
The-
Have you tried
the
looking
what?
at it? Even?
They don't even really. It takes forever for that shit to load.
Wim Hof.
What the fuck is that? Wim Hof.
I don't know. It sounds German.
Wim
Oh,
Hof.
got a
He's a
warning.
dude. The Iceman.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Iceman? Like, are you talking about
No, seriously?
Zelensky?
Yeah.
My channel's
Yeah, the
under
Iceman.
Check
my
this out.
channel.
No,
My
fuck
channel's
no.
un-
Wim Hof, the ice.
my channel is under
Controlled
content.
breathing and controlled breathing with ice therapy, like ice and ice water.
Oh, here we
like
go.
ice bath. But yeah, I haven't tried that. But check this out: 2 strikes in the last 28 days. When was the last time I even fucking streamed anything? Or fuck, I barely post anything. You know what I mean?
So,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
so
somehow I'm getting strikes for
the-
not being here.
Dude, you've got you might have 2 videos.
I don't know.
Oh, what the shit, man!
so that stream that I just
I got
did,
nothing.
the stream that I just did is blocked in certain territories.
Yeah, so it'll be blocked here in Canada.
But the channel
I bet you
overall
blocked.
has a
I was
warning.
going to say
on it.
blocked.
My channel overall has a warning on it.
Did you select when you start streams and stuff? Or do video posts? Do you select that is not made for children?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then they're going after you for something else.
With the stream, it's
That
because
might even
of
flag you.
music. I have 2 songs that's in the stream that they did not want me to have. That White Zombie song at the very end, they got me for that.
Okay, so that's a copyright claim. There are groups on YouTube that they never seem to remove that copyright fucking everything just to
Mm.
try to get a
More
few
than
cents out of it.
Well, they got me on that song and one other song that was in the stream at the beginning. So they don't like music, apparently.
Well, and again, that's not YouTube.
Wow.
That is the people generally on YouTube that flag every video that has any music. Like all of mine get flagged for music because there's this group on YouTube that claims everybody's fucking music as their own or as a representative of the creator when they're
Mhm.
not. They just do it to try to get fucking YouTube revenue.
Oh,
They
that
flag
has
everything.
something.
They're Chinese
That
bots.
has something to do with the AI shit that's going on right now too, right?
Yeah, that's annoying as shit too.
It is
Yeah,
because I
they're
can't listen
trying
to
to
decent music. I'll take
claim
that.
AI
Non-copywritten
rights
stuff that I listen to
to
is not bad, but
what in the hell is it? Projected stuff?
Well, you know, and I know right now I've done it before, and Billy Von Baum's another one that makes his own AI generated music. I think some other
Yeah.
people here do too. I'm waiting for the day when they start copyright claiming AI music.
I want to say that a couple of fucking Jeffrey Paul's songs that he fucking
Yeah.
created
yeah,
have been
you'll get your
copywritten.
copyright
struck.
claim. You'll
What
get
the
copyright
fuck?
claims. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Jeffrey
again,
Paul, yeah.
you can report these groups to YouTube all you want. They don't do
They
a
ain't gonna do
goddamn
shit
thing
about it.
about it.
Yeah,
Not a
no.
goddamn thing.
Fucked up, dude.
Like Jeremy from the Quartering, he has gone over this type of thing many times because all of his videos would get copywritten struck because of music that he fucking owned or was a what do you call it?
A participant
Yeah.
in.
YouTube.
No, like a free to use. It was free to use, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like an open source thing, and he has literally had to like put in lawsuits, and then they disappear. So once they get a lawsuit against them, then they fucking disappear and fucking drop all fucking claims, right? But he explained what they do,
If
and
I could make a suggestion, I'd go and say check out Neffex, Neffex, for copyright stuff, because he puts out things, or he puts out new songs, and he rips them and drops them to the internet all the time. So, yeah, you can't get basic copyright strike from. I think if you drop his music and give him a comment or something, I think that's how it works. But he just offloads like lots of music, so he can't be bothered with copyright strikes, and
hey,
he's
man.
got a way around it.
Most creators that put up like even my intro, right? That's a group that has been on YouTube for quite a while. They create it's not AI generated music, but they're one of the bigger groups, right? And there's one main creator behind it, but he hasn't flagged me, right? You can download their stuff off fucking Spotify. It's someone claiming to be a representative of these artists, right?
Artists
that
know
really
it's
don't want anything.
publicity, right?
And here's the thing about the music by Jeffrey Paul. It's because it's on Apple.
Could
it's
be
making money. That is why that's why it gets flagged.
Yeah.
But again, these people will flag anything and claim it's their own. But like it's because if you get any revenue at best, they get a portion of it, right?
They want to get a cut of their cut.
Yeah, a few cents, a couple fucking 100 million times. It's not as unlucrative as you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you should if you follow Jeremy from the Quartering there, which again, yes, he's a fence sitter. I don't agree with everything he says, but he does still make a lot of sense.
Again.
You know, he explains it a lot better than I can.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, lads, I don't even know how long we've been going now.
Says almost 3 hours.
Holy shit, that's only half the time I'm usually here. Let me go get a big cup of coffee. I'll be back. We'll talk rainbows and sunshine, baby. Hey,
Let's
check
just
out
talk
my
about-
chainsaw.
Well, I mean,
Talk about how
Chris.
this flame nuke just one-shotted me.
Well, I mean, Chris, I've kind of slipped into the I've kind of slipped into the territory of not streaming anymore like you guys. So today was a very special day for the community. I mean, me and Chris come out of retirement to stream, and Red Pill Rhino came out of retirement like a day or two ago to stream. You
Yeah,
guys
he was
are
on yesterday.
you guys are getting spoiled here, man.
Dodge, man.
Well, you know, here's the thing, man. Like, I would love to be here more with you guys. It's just with everything I got going on, fuck, I can't even get to work most days when I got some fucking side jobs, unless I take a kid with me. So I can never get away. The only time that I'm really free is like when he's asleep and it's too dark to do anything outside.
Mm.
You know, and that nobody's on. Nobody's usually on this late. It's fucking 12:17 here.
Chris,
for
go
fuck's
get
sake.
some coffee.
2:17 here. I'm normally up at this
Don't
hour.
tempt me,
you
motherfucker.
trifling
We'll go
ass.
9 hours.
Oh, I
Don't
can't
Just
do
like
that.
the good old days, man, when Good Mother would go 12 hours of stream. Remember that shit?
Fuck yeah.
God damn, dude. People used to ask, did she ever go to sleep?
What a
I kind of wondered that too.
joke.
Because
Dude,
she
I would
worked a
go
full-time
to
job.
bed. So I would see Good Mother on late at night, and I'd go to bed, kind of like what Father Saunders used to do. And I would go to bed and get up in the next morning. They would still be on fucking stream. And I'm like, y'all have got to be kidding me.
Yeah, dude. I think Mandy might be a fucking meth head. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but how
Or
long did
she's-
it figure? How long did it take you to?
How long what?
Yeah, he broke up there.
Yeah.
Even
Or
Brandon
that's been an
Trueblood used to
ongoing
do like
issue.
10 and 12
Yeah,
hour
he
streams.
would
He's
do
not
long
really doing
streams.
them like he was, but I mean, you know, he does long ones every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, man, there used to be times when we'd go 10 and 12 hours a day, dude. Like, I think the longest stream I've ever done was 6.5 hours when Billy made everybody into a girl.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Dude, that stream was so fucking fun.
April Saunders came out of that
I-
stream, dude.
I went to her channel, and I watched it a few times.
Dude, Father Saunders
Figure
got
out-
on,
yeah.
Billy got on, Chris got on, I think. Everybody got on that stream,
And
and,
then
we were just turning everybody
just
into women. It was
Steiner,
great.
who knows?
And then everybody was like, "Should we do Hammerhand?" No, he'll get pissed
Yeah.
off. So it was like, no.
It was
I
fun
think
to
we did
watch for
Pop and
5
Blade.
minutes, but
We did Pop and Blake. We did Rhino. We did Jimmy. No, we didn't do Sean.
You did Sean St. George. You did pretty much
Oh, no, I'm talking-
everybody, but like
we did Sean. Yeah, we did. And then we did Scotty Sod.
I
Hey,
think we did
Scotty's
Ike too,
fine.
didn't we?
Do what?
Didn't we do Ike? Oh, Blake. We did
what?
Blake.
Really?
Blake.
I didn't hear
We
you on
did
Scotty's.
Casual Bachelor or Better Bachelor. We did him. Red Pill Rhino.
Oh,
Jimmy.
yep.
Who else? Dude, I think we were going to plan on doing a calendar for that.
Yeah.
We should have. We really should have.
I don't know why we didn't. I
Oh,
think
what? You
everybody
know-
got those pictures.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay.
He's delayed. So give him
Where were Pop and Blake when they were doing?
Pop
when
and
they're
Blake.
riding?
Pop and Blake was Jimmy Bones' idea, I think, or Sean and them's, I think, or Billy's. Can't remember.
I didn't think we did Pops, but I know we did Blake.
No. We
When
did Pop. We did
We
Pop
did me.
because he turned into a meme over on Gilded. That female pic of him turned into a meme on Gilded.
Nice.
We did Saunders. Yeah, we did Saunders.
Yeah.
He started out. he started out as Jenna Saunders.
Yeah.
And then April Saunders come out of it due to Billy's creation, I think, which
Yeah.
I got the blame for.
April.
I got
April
the blame for
Saunders.
that. Yeah, I got the blame for that.
Oh, it was fucking funny. But
April
you know what?
started the poop fetish.
Ah, no.
Saunders,
Or the pooper. The
no,
pooper
Father
fetish.
Saunders started that because what was that stream where he shit on himself and his ass was wet and he's like, "No, that's not fart, motherfuckers. That's me just getting water on me." I was like, nobody believes that, Saunders.
Yeah.
Straight up shit
He's got a
yourself,
moist.
dude.
He's got a moist butthole.
And then,
Moist.
we said he had booty broth. Yeah, shit.
You mean this one?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
had booty broth, nigga.
It's taint juice.
It was something, all right.
Hey,
April Saunders.
hey, you guys, have you seen the movie Tropic Thunder?
Yes. I
Yes.
have.
Yeah, well, the booty sweat soda that he's fucking got, or
Yep.
energy drink,
I own
that's
it.
what we should do. Oh, do you? Nice.
That's
Nice.
Oh
fuck.
god, dude, that was such a good
Oh, dude, do we dare fucking start breaking into the
Yep.
fucking more
Totally.
serious side of things and discuss this fucking crazy chick that threw her infant out a window?
Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do it.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not? We're all going to hell anyway, and you know
My
what?
career is more important than raising this child that I brought into this world. Oh, late term aborted.
Yeah, let's
Big ass titty.
let's do it.
Hang
Tell
on,
us you hate children without telling us you hate children. I'm pro-choice. Oh man.
Remember when I said that not everybody should be able to vote?
Yeah.
Honestly,
We-
though,
we've been saying
Outlaw,
that.
if I'm gonna, yeah, people that don't like the Confederate flag shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Well, for me, it's about understanding the flag and where it actually
Oh.
originated from, and the fact that it's a fucking flag and you don't have, you know, any right to say that I
Yeah.
can't fly it or you can fly it or whatever. You know, it's fucking stupid. It's a flag.
Yeah, it reeks like
Just for doing my ass.
I don't want to use the parallel, but I'm gonna have to right now. Like it's every freak flying the fucking faggot rainbow flag
Oh.
and saying
Well, when
that you can't
when you
fly
tell-
yours.
when you tell people that a flag like that offends you, right? The Confederate flag, you're telling people basically how weak you are, that you can't handle the fact that they're flying a flag.
Yeah.
I think it seems that say the same thing about you not being offended by their little Fruit Loop flag.
Yeah.
The Fruit Loop flag,
Yeah,
the,
totally.
the difference there between both of those flags is the faggot flag is actually in response of hatred. Like that's actually a flag built out of hatred and intolerance for real. The Confederate flag was something made for war.
Yeah, by saying you can't, you're omitting that you can't fly yours. But like, I mean, seriously, it
It's a
doesn't
rules for
fucking
thee,
make
not for me bullshit.
sense.
We can fly our flag, but
But
fuck you and
you
your
can't
your
wear a
flag.
blue
If
one
you fly it,
because
we'll
we
make
don't
sure
agree
it
with it.
shut down because it's so offensive to us.
Well, it's the origins of that flag versus the Confederate
I
flag.
don't agree
because-
with your blue shirt, so you can't wear that.
That flag that trans people
Yeah,
and black
it has
and all that they
nothing to
fly,
do with the history.
that
Hey,
flag
don't you
is-
be picking on us trans motherfuckers, all right? Let's get back to the topic here. We're not going down that fucking rabbit hole. Fuck those people. They get enough attention. let's cover this real quick. Let's deconstruct this
Let's do it.
baby killing motherfucker, because that's what she is.
Her career was more important. God damn.
Yep.
Could you
Yep.
imagine
Her career.
if a man did that to a child?
Mother throws newborn daughter out of the window to her death because she thought a child would ruin her career as an executive at Porsche.
Yes, and I'm sure that's a wonderful gig. Okay, but Katerina Josevic here, who was 28, that fucking gave birth to her daughter at home. I guess decided to, let the pregnancy go on and fucking wait till the baby was born. Just decided to take this perfectly innocent fucking newborn baby and toss it out the fucking window, because that's a good idea, right? I mean,
my career is more important.
yeah, I mean, who hasn't had this thought and
My career
not had it worked out? You know what I mean? Like, when has this never worked out? I mean, obviously she's still working at Porsche, right?
No, she's going to prison.
She's what? Prison?
She's going to prison.
Yeah.
This fucking cow's going
went
to prison?
Yeah, she's going to prison for murder.
Well, I hope that they get
Part of
YouTube
it
in
was
prison
right.
where she's going, because, hey, ladies or lady boys, whatever the fuck they're throwing in this prison now, feel free to take out your frustrations on this cow and sacrifice her
pop a
to the
picture.
gods.
She looks like she
Huh?
might be half German.
With a name like that, somewhere
She's
from over
Polish
in that
or
neck
some
of the
shit.
woods.
Polish.
What's
or
the
some
last
shit,
name
I don't
again?
know. Bolsheviks or something,
Bolsheviks or something.
or I don't know, Jonovics.
Jonoviks.
Oh,
So
7
yeah,
and a
that's
years.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
she got 7.
only 7.5 years for that.
Dude, let's look at the fucking people that are,
Banana peppers.
raping kids and murdering kids all over the fucking place, which really is starting to look like more of a pandemic than the fucking pandemic, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, man, every fucking time you turn
Think
around,
about it. Abortions have
somebody
reached
is fucking murdering kids.
Abortion alone has reached the same number as the communist revolutions combined, and then exceeded it.
You
It really has.
cannot, as a woman in this culture, have both.
Yeah.
You
why-
cannot have child or
Why
children
in
and
the
have a
royal
career at
fuck
the same
hasn't
time.
somebody caught on to the abortion thing yet?
You cannot
Like, what
have
the hell?
you
They
cannot
never
have
will, because it's a woman's choice, and you don't want to take away a woman's right to choose, do you? That would mean you're
Yes.
anti-woman.
yes the
Oh,
hell I
well,
would. Yes.
As
That
a black
kind of
woman,
that kind
I
of
don't
choice,
believe
yeah.
I should have a
Down in
choice.
the media?
Because my
choice,
tax
yes.
dollar supports that debauchery. Not
Yeah.
to mention it's
It
immoral.
Planned
doesn't matter
Parenthood
what-
is. People seem to forget government funded is taxpayer funded.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah,
taxpayer
it
funded.
doesn't
But
matter
here's
what the
thing.
masses think.
Therefore, no, I do not support it. No.
Right, but this is not.
Exactly.
She didn't go for an abortion. She didn't put it up for adoption. She
I would
decided
say-
to go full term and
Hmm?
to fucking throw the baby out the fucking window.
No, I would say it's an abortion. It aborted that kid's life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full
but
term.
this is not. This would be like
Right
a
up,
home
yeah.
abortion. This is full term. Yeah, she had the
Yeah.
baby and decided
No.
that. Okay, so I've gone through the process, right, of carrying and delivering myself at home this baby, and her solution to the end of that was to throw it out a fucking window.
Mhm.
Making a statement.
Personally, if
Yeah, that's
if I
them
was
trying to change
her
the
boss,
narrative again.
right, but
She was
if I was her
making a
boss,
statement.
this
Sticking
woman
it to
wouldn't
the
be keeping a job.
patriarchy, because according to the patriarchy, child rearing is important, and feminism is about destroying anything that is
53 and
considered
she
good
has a
by
child.
men.
Hold on
No,
a minute.
no,
53, and she has a child.
No, she's 28.
Exactly.
Oh, I was fixing to say, what the
That's a
hell?
grown ass woman, dude.
Destroying anything.
Anything that's deemed good is
Yeah.
bad according to
Well,
feminists.
here's something that they probably don't and will not talk about. And again, this is just my opinion. It's probably down to she studied the law just enough to know that she wanted to risk it, and because she's a female, she's not going to get a very harsh sentence like a male would. So she's like, I'll sacrifice 7 years of my life so I don't have to, deal with this kid anymore.
Well,
I kind of think that's what they do.
outlaw. Okay, again, back to that whole fucking idea of there is no consequence for this side.
Right.
Right. In the past 2 years, how many fucking teachers, female teachers, right, have been busted and basically let go with either fucking like community service or probation for raping their students?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you think you could get away with it?
That's my whole
Why
point.
wouldn't
Exactly.
you?
They do
Yeah.
think they can get away with it. And that's why I keep saying all the time.
Because they're protected groups, they think they can get away with all kinds of atrocities.
this
But
is
they're
why-
they're not proven wrong. This woman got 7 years for killing an infant.
And this is what I'm talking about. And this is why I say all the time.
It's
you
called
have
blatant sexism.
When you have no penalties, when you have no responsibility, no repercussions, we talked about it in my stream a while ago. When you can see the law is not going to punish you harshly, and this is why you see homeless people constantly breaking the law all the time to get into prison, because it's more valuable to them to get 3 hots in a cot. This is why people do this, is because they're incentivized to, because the penalties are not harsh enough for this.
Yeah, it's a
Of
free
course.
ride.
It's a free ride. You get to fucking do what you want. And the weirdest part is,
Yes, sir.
3 or 4 years ago, when we had that cluster of teachers raping kids, 2 of them were attractive, and one was really young and attractive. She actually went back to being a stripper after she
God.
lost her teaching license, and all she got was probation, and she had a restraining order between her and the young man,
Heard
which
about
they
that.
violated like a month
career.
later. Right? They violated that a month later. She was now a stripper. This woman
Yeah,
got
didn't
probation.
she get a second offense, Chris, or something?
Yes, but she still got probation. That was it. She never spent a day in jail. The other teacher that was a little bit older, right, but still fairly attractive, 2 years probation. The 69-year-old, right, the judge was going to throw the hammer at her because she fucking they said it was like some kind of gross misconduct or some shit. They were going to throw the book at her. She went home, murdered her husband, and then killed herself.
First offense or something.
Yes, but it was because she was like 60 fucking 9 years old, right? And a fucking prune. But if you're hot enough, you get off with shit. Like this.
That's that pretty, that's that pretty privilege. She's not all that pretty.
Yeah.
but
This
she
one's
still
not,
got off.
this is not an attractive woman, man.
No.
She
Not by
got
any means.
7 years for murdering a baby, which she'll get
like
out in
this.
probably 4.
Yep.
Right?
Well, good
Yeah.
behavior.
It's I don't know, man. It's just when you have
It's
when you have
irreprehensible.
crimes,
She's young. She don't know what she's doing.
when you have crimes that don't give you punishment that'll teach you not to do it again in a satisfying manner, people will push the boundaries and see what they can get away with. And the longer you refuse to hold these people accountable, the worse it gets. And pretty soon it starts multiplying, because then other women see it and they're like, oh, yeah, she got away with that. Suddenly I
Like
don't
I
like
said,
little Disney. I don't like
over the past 3 years, 3.5 years maybe, we have seen more women, right,
Mhm.
getting pegged from students, right, and making the news, and no consequence really. Like I said, probation if you're hot enough. And we've just seen that snowball roll down fucking hill.
Yeah.
Probation at best.
Yeah, this past couple months, there's been like 7. The one chick was fucking half of her class.
And it keeps happening, so they keep.
I thought men were
it's
the
precedent,
predators.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
the perverts, apparently.
They do it
right?
enough so that they set precedent, and then it
But
falls
see,
into line.
chaos. But see, chaos. Here's the thing: if suddenly you stop hiring all these men to be teachers because that's creepy. Why would men want to teach kids? And you have an influx, an increase of women teachers all over, but yet those rates never go down. Common sense tells you that you've got a female problem of them raping children. But of course, they're going to ignore that because men are the
It's
only
not
ones that
just
can be
female
predators.
problem they're outlaw. All they have to do is affect the filtering process, the
Well,
screening or a
what I'm
screening
saying-
process, whatever you want to call it.
What
in
I'm saying is
order to get
it-
these people where they need them to be.
what I'm saying
It's just
is,
all a
is
matter. It's all a matter of brainwashing after that.
well, what I'm saying is when you refuse to hire men to be teachers, but you still have a bad problem of kids getting raped at school, it makes it obvious, to the people that are choosing to ignore that women can't do these things, that, hey, we've got a problem with women doing this as well. I mean, you have a lot of people out here in the culture that denies that women could ever do this type of shit.
Well, of course, there's sugar and spice and everything nice,
Yeah.
and we're
that
fucking
was one
scum.
of the
Yeah,
big
so-
lies I
so-
grew
Yeah.
up to.
So
And the worst part is-
it
Yeah.
obviously points the
The
finger
worst part
towards
is
the
when you
people
point
who
it
are
out,
doing it.
when it's women, they'll
Now
like you're. Yeah,
Sorry,
They-
go
Now,
ahead,
you
Jay.
have-
they don't
You
want
have-
the finger.
Outlaw.
So what they'll do is they'll point it back towards women, and it's a
Yeah.
visual, like it's a vicious cycle,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, Chris.
Without a doubt. Well, no,
Yeah,
I was trying
it
to
just-
let you
it just
get
circles
Jay
back.
through.
Oh, I thought he stopped. I couldn't hear him.
No, he's having still that time dilation problem here. No, Outlaw. I've been saying that since the day one I've got on here. It's if you take the rules away from a person, right, or the consequences,
Mhm.
even the cultural ones, it doesn't matter about the fucking government law. Fuck the government law. That rarely comes into effect when it comes to your personal boundaries or your ethical backgrounds.
Mhm.
When you take away somebody's agency or accountability to their actions, just give somebody that free ride. Say, well, no matter what you do, we will never hold you accountable.
Mhm.
Eventually, even the most angelic, fucking honest, pious kind of person out there will eventually start testing it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might not become
yeah.
a killer overnight, but eventually they'll get there.
Yep.
And that's almost 100% certain.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, and it has influence. It doesn't just put the person or affects the person that does the heinous act. It affects people around them because it has an effect on them watching and wanting to do the same thing, because it's like, hey, we kind of want to
Yes.
commit crimes because we can get away with it.
It's
This
a
person did,
cascading
so why
effect.
can't we? Yes.
Yeah.
So
and I mean,
you'll see all kinds of homeless people do it. You'll see people out here every day trying to work a living, try to do it. I mean,
well, why do you think I became a trans black lesbian? Okay, and I want you to listen very carefully because I am not joking when I say this. If I can go
Yep.
change my license tomorrow or my ID, right, whatever kind of ID, to state two of those things, that I'm a black woman, right, and I could just pull the lesbian card out whenever the fuck I want, and anything I do, magically fucking all okay. All okay. All I gotta do is put wave a fucking pride flag when they fucking say, hey, we're not too sure you're a black lesbian fucking woman.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my wig or my fake titties. Look at that. You can't question it.
Actually,
it's
you can't
illegal here to question it.
I mean, that's true.
Sorry, go ahead.
That is true.
Go ahead, Jay. What were you gonna say?
When you file your taxes, other.
Oh, he broke up there. I didn't get that last part.
Yeah.
What do you mean Hemi thought I was a black dude?
It
was Saunders.
When you
was
file your
Saunders.
taxes, Chris, register yourself when they ask gender. File under or other.
Other.
When you're filing your taxes, just say other when they ask gender.
Why can't I just say black woman?
No, seriously, it works. Yep.
Oh, hey,
Done it.
I know it works because here's the thing. When they first came out with all this nonsense,
Other?
a guy in salmon arm made the newspaper because he went and fucking got his license changed over to say he was a woman and got cheaper fucking car insurance and made the fucking newspaper. It was a fucking joke to him, but it worked. No, he's breaking up.
Yeah, they if they offer you the option, take other. It works. I've done it. I've already done it.
There you go. There you
They
go.
literally ask you your gender.
Yeah, and again, here it's illegal to question it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
What are you laughing about, Chaos?
Circulate the system. Don't
sigh
have
of
to be.
frustration as he keeps cutting out.
Oh, yeah. We got to get Jay some of that good Canadian internet.
Well, yeah, it's paper.
He's on that Mick Wi-Fi too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
For Father Charter. This is for Father
there you
Charter
go.
right here.
Rubber ducky, you're the
Yeah,
one.
Mick-
Do-do-do-do.
Hey, this is what happens when you put four of those flags together. Look at what
Oh.
happens when you put four of those flags together. Holy shit. Secret message within a message,
That
Oh,
is such a
That's
reprehensible.
crazy how that works, isn't it?
Such a reprehensible
No.
flag, man.
No, moisten y'all's
Yeah.
palates.
No,
Father Charter
no,
Brady, bro.
stop. Quit.
That's on my OnlyFans, guys. If you want to sign up and start supporting the channel, you can join
Yeah,
my OnlyFans
I got
and see
connected
some
to
naughty
Wi-Fi,
content.
so-
Was it you that asked me to pimp out Andrea on OnlyFans? Somebody asked me if I would. do that.
I said we could throw her up on OnlyFans. That's no problem.
How would you make a cartoon? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I know how. I know how.
You need to learn Japanimation, my friend.
I like that picture, Chaos. I like
How dare you wipe your ass with my flag? That's
I'm
my
just
flag.
expressing myself. Hush. Freedom of
See,
expression.
the
And it's
Confederate
true.
flag, Jay, to get back to your question a while ago, people need to learn where that flag originates, and they
Yeah.
need to understand the point behind it versus that flag right there that Chaos is showing, or the one he just showed. One of them is actually rooted in intolerance and hatred, and the
Most
other one
definitely.
is a battle flag in Virginia.
Are you talking about the 4 pride flags joined together?
I'm
That
Canadian.
one is actually made out of intolerance and hatred. Yes,
This
they
symbol
tell
I'm
you.
here
Canadian, and I
actually
understand.
was
They
James-
literally will tell you that
Yes.
flag is made to
That's-
intolerate hatred.
Here's a
You,
fun little
white man.
fact. Here's a fun little fact about this symbol that we're looking at. It's actually been around
That is
longer
not
than
what
the
it
Nazis had
I
it. And it was
think
actually in reverse. And it was
and I'm
giant.
Canadian, and I even know this.
Giantist
I
That
think
is when
Giant-
few stood
It
against many
flew this symbol.
and
Yeah,
triumphed.
it actually was.
I think
It was a
Sotnor.
symbol of peace and tranquility and all this stuff, and the Nazis took it and reversed it, which with the reverse, it becomes regressive.
Wait,
Where
say it again,
the
Jay.
Giantist were
But
progressive, were
been a
looking
few-
forward.
Chaos. There's been a few cultures that have
Yeah.
done that, eh?
Oh yeah, quite
No,
a few.
no, no,
It's
actually.
not just
The
Indian.
the Jews themselves actually use this symbol to commune with the dead too.
Now hold on, Jay. What was you saying? I couldn't hear you. You were
We just
cutting out.
penetrated the Discord. What's up, Jackal?
Yes, sir.
What was you saying about the flag?
Cool.
That flag chaos, or sorry, that flag outlaw, that is when few stood against many and triumphed, and not a whole lot of people know about that.
No, they don't know
It
the
does
history.
not
Yeah,
matter
it's not even. It's not even an
What-
original.
what the many think
Yeah.
about that flag.
It's not even the original. It's been so long. Since
No,
I read that.
it's
The
a representation of the. It's a representation of the colonies.
Yes, that's what I. Yeah,
It was actually.
and it's not even the original battle flag of the Republic. How did it go? Was it Virginia?
Okay, so I don't need horizontal. I need vertical.
No,
It was
no,
originally
it was a
battle-
war flag.
There we go.
Even I know that, and I'm Canadian.
Yeah,
The,
it was
the
a war
pride
flag.
Well, I'm
flag
trying to.
was
I'm
a
trying
war
to keep
flag.
it straight because there's so
No,
much about it.
so the original symbol here is actually a symbol older than the Nazis. When
yeah.
they hijacked it, the Giantists were the ones who mainly
Hold on,
used it.
let me
But
look this
if you
up. real
go
quick.
into the older temples in India and all these other places, this symbol was around, is etched all over those temples in some way, shape, or form. But the thing is, the way it's facing now is how it's the symbolism behind it. Facing this way, it's about progress and all that. But with the Nazis, they took it and flipped it around, and if you notice, the wheel goes backwards, which is regressive. And
Yep.
I learned so much about the Nazi flag.
I've been studying this shit on it as the Nazism on and off for like the last 5 or 6 years. Communism I've been studying for the last 10 years, and I understand it fairly well. And it's the people who keep espousing it. Those, I'm all for free speech, but I'm all for banning stupid ideas. And that's an idea that should have been banned a long fucking time ago.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Again, though.
Long fucking time ago. We were trying to get away from Old Testament shit. And that's all fucking communism does, is brings us back to Old Testament shit.
So
when they put so much in it, into this fucking symbol, right? That they've adopted or fucking recreated or reimagined, right, to push their fucking message. Right there, it should be shut down. It should be fucking shut down right there.
They tried to paint it as part of our. Remember, when the Nuremberg trials were going on, they were trying to paint it as part of their culture.
They've already done it. They've inverted the peace symbol for our generation.
Oh, the peace symbol is just the crow's foot.
The multicultural, the multi flag that they've created, the rainbow flag.
It's
the
a reverse.
rainbow used to represent peace.
It's a reverse.
Nazis inverted that symbol.
It's a crucifix flipped upside down with the arms broken.
Okay.
It's also called the crow's foot. I gotta find it on.
So I was correct. It
It's a witch's foot.
was a battle flag erected in Virginia for Robert E. Lee going into battle. That's where it originates from. Now,
Part of
what I'm-
American history.
Yes. So from what I'm reading here, it was later adopted into its many forms that you see with the blacks versus whites and all that. But
Yeah, the bad
Democrats
part of
took
American
it.
it originated as a battle
Really
flag,
good name of it.
Virginia and Robert E. Lee.
Oh, it's way the fuck down here.
But
Yeah.
Sounds like my little guy is up.
Oh,
Well, gents, I got to go shut this down anyway.
yeah, I gotta go to bed.
the
I
broken
appreciate everybody
cross,
coming in, hanging out, though.
witch's foot.
Hell yeah, brother. It's
Also,
been
a symbol of peace, recognized worldwide as a symbol of peace and nonviolence, commissioned by Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament Group in Britain to protest against the atomic
about
weapons
the
establishment.
gay
Designed
flag.
by Gerald Holtham, a designer and graduate of the Royal College of Arts. It's a
Somebody-
Teutonic rune of
About the
death.
gay flag.
No, I'm talking about the peace symbol. It's a Teutonic rune of death, also Neuronic cross.
Oh man.
Portray communicate specific message.
Yep.
It doesn't matter which. Just because you change the message behind it, it doesn't mean
A
It
symbol
doesn't
of
change your
peace
original
invert
meaning.
fucking
yeah.
disgusting.
Swastika, the most sacred of mystic symbol in India, the Chennai cross, as it is now called by the Masons. It is the devil's sign, we are told by the Indian missionaries. Written by Helena Petrova Blavatsky. The synthesis of science, religion, and philosophy. It's a very ancient, widespread symbol, one of the most
Hell
sacred
yes.
diagrams in occultism. In general, it is regarded as the symbol of the sun. In India, especially, it is used as a symbol of good luck. This is also something about this that we're talking. It's been found in China, Japan. It was found in Islamic countries. It's been found on Christian temples, Hopi temples, Malta temples. But that was the Jaina cross, not the Nazi cross. Yeah.
I did not know any of that.
Me either.
Yeah, it's
All right, lads.
it's been used
Yeah, I gotta get out of here, guys. I
for
gotta go
evil
lay
for so long that it's almost lost its meaning.
Yeah, people forget what
Oh,
the
without a
two-headed
doubt.
eagle means. Two-headed eagle was the fucking symbol of the Roman Catholic Church.
Or Snaford or
The Ottoman Empire was the Ottoman Empire was the first Reich. The second Reich was the fucking Roman Catholic Church.
Holy fuck! I smoked almost a pack of cigarettes down here in the last couple hours.
People don't talk about that. Then you have the third. We're about due for a fourth Reich, and that fourth Reich is going to usher in the genocide of the white man, the straight white Christian male.
Oh, without a doubt, we're already in the great purge of that, right? We're seeing that everywhere.
I'm talking. Yeah.
We can get into that though another night.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed, guys. I'm gonna go lay down.
All right, Outlaw, Jay, Chaos, all the guys that were here or in the chat. I appreciate you guys coming out for a few hours and shooting the shit. I know it was very short notice, and it's odd Indy didn't show up. Maybe he thought I wouldn't actually go live.
Yeah, thanks
But-
for hosting, dude.
Yeah, man, and like I said, I'm going to try to get back here more often because I think the MGTOW or the Red Pill community, and I share this sentiment with a bunch of the other guys. It's really gone off the fucking tracks.
Yep.
If I do say so myself,
I would agree with
they
that.
have run away.
I will agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've divided ourselves up in the last few months since I stopped streaming as regularly. We are literally divided up into fucking 8 new goddamn groups that I've never even heard of, and 7 of them don't make sense. None of them make sense. I don't like. I think where we really went wrong was where we started with fucking divisions and giving new tags of MGTOW over just being red pilled. if you go with just the red pill, you don't have to have a separate label.
Nope.
And nobody else can create a fucking other group and really hold any grounds when it comes to fucking like, oh, this new ideology that I have is still MGTOW. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. Hey, FYI, I'm not actually a black woman. Oh, this is shocking. But I still don't think trannies belong here either.
No,
So, you know what? Yeah, the fagtows, they can go fuck themselves.
Well,
actually, that's probably what
Here's-
they're doing.
Can I get one more fun historical fact?
All right, rip one off real quick.
All right, this is about the creation of Israel. After World War II, the United Nations agreed that Jewish people should have their own homeland. In 1948, Jews were given an area called Palestine in the Middle East, which had been under British control. The areas was then renamed Israel. The Arabs who lived in Palestine and in the surrounding area felt like this was unfair and would not accept the new country of Israel. Many refuse to see Israel as actual country to this day. Fun little fact added onto that, the Rothschilds were the ones that donated that land to the United Nations in 1948.
And isn't that surprising about the Rothschilds being involved?
Yeah, if you accept that you've been given something.
They knew what they were doing. They knew it would cause a war.
Well, of course. I mean, again,
And what better way to keep a war machine, fund a
Yep.
perpetual war machine than put them right in the middle of conflict where they're always going to need funding for wars and new ways
Well,
to
exactly.
fight wars.
and you know what?
Yeah,
I don't care that Palestine or Israel, exists. I really don't. They seem like fine people to me for the most part. They should have their homeland. Everybody should have a homeland.
Yes.
This planet is big. We should be able to fucking get along well enough, especially in this day and age.
Chaos.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a need for chaos, but that's just it. It's not our need
Hey,
for conflict.
hey, there's always a need for me, goddammit.
Hey, fuck you, get out of here.
Hey, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but there's not a
Yeah,
need.
no
Again,
pun intended.
We don't start this.
Sorry, man.
No, but we
God
don't start
damn it.
this. The average man does not start wars, right? They don't start division. They don't start conflict. Other than a personal fucking beef, they never start anything that leads to cities being destroyed, right? But there's always someone pulling the fucking reins. There's always someone
No,
manipulating.
cities destroy
something.
themselves.
Oh, yeah.
According to
They're a
BLM.
puddle.
Fuck them.
You just
Yeah,
gotta tell
they're
them
a
they're
puddle
oppressed
which
and
somebody
they'll,
steps into and then
They'll just
create
they'll
disease.
shit all over where they live.
Well, I mean, this
Yeah.
ain't the age of conquest anymore, though. I'm sorry, we got no actual fucking barbarian hordes out there roaming around pillaging fucking cities, do we?
No, but it will be.
Oh, we could very easily devolve back into that. I just need to be the biggest horde.
Emperor,
and then be
you
emperor.
need a side man, right? I'm in.
Oh, I need like several hundred. The way I see it, I should be able to take British Columbia with like 50 people.
Yeah.
Alaska will
Pretty
just
good
sign
sign.
up. Yeah, Alaska will just sign up. They'll be fucking in. I've already been told they're in.
I got
So once we get, sorry, Jay, what was that?
just go talk to Quick Dick.
Quick Dick.
Quick dick.
Who?
Go talk to Quick Dick.
Who's Quick Dick?
Fuck yeah, Quick Dick McDick.
Who's that?
Just look him up. He'll tell you the truth.
Where is this person?
He's just north of me.
Will I find him on Google?
No, seriously, he's got a Facebook and a YouTube channel and everything.
Oh, now I've got to find this. Oh, well, there goes Outlaw. Good night, Outlaw.
Bye, outlaw.
Okay. Well, I'll go look up Quick Dick because that's just fucking funny. Guys, if you are a member or Facebook friend with my
Dude,
old
he's
account,
more than funny.
I do have a new account as well. Yeah, still Chris Mitchell. Because I got in some trouble on fucking my original account.
The Emperor of Freedom.
No, it's just Chris Mitchell. Christopher Mitchell. That's on Facebook. Yeah, I got my fucking marketplace fucking suspended because I posted a spotter scope and they fucking flagged it as a weapon. Yeah,
Nice.
and then they denied the appeal.
What?
Oh, of course they're gonna
How in
deny.
the fuck do they do that?
Because even when you do the appeal, I'm pretty sure it's fucking AI.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
And here's the weird part: on my new account, that spotter scope is
wow.
listed up there as a
Yeah,
looking
we'll send
device.
them through an all.
A looking device.
Yes, I listed it as a looking device.
Yeah, it's
I
it's okay.
mean,
We'll
it's all
send
about
them
wordplay now.
Well,
through
the
an
thing is,
automated
there's hundreds of spotter scopes up there. There's rifle scopes and everything, all listed on Facebook Marketplace. They flagged mine.
Mm.
That's the fucked up part. Again, Facebook.
Because you're
liberal
Canadian.
fucking Nazis.
Because you're Canadian.
Probably. All right, guys. Well, thanks again to everybody that showed up tonight and came in for the stream. Jay and
Are
Chaos.
you posting right after this chaos or?
I've already streamed, bud.
Yeah, he double teams us.
I double dipped.
Yeah, his peenie is all wet. All right, guys.
But
we're ending the stream. Good night.
Do you have my Discord, Jay?
He's still going.
Jay, do you have my Discord?
Yeah, but I think I do yet.
Say good night, guys.
Good night. Thanks for having me, Mitchell.
No worries, guys.
I'll get you a link here.